It seems like the world, I don't know. I'm old, so I'm not out in the world that much, but it just seems like things are different now, right?
All right. Well, Benji brought that up.
Okay.
You talk about this every time in your podcast about how old you are.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in a club for a while now.
The old club?
Yeah, I've been in this club for a while.
But you look great.
But
I'm just saying.
I finally signed you up for the club
What?
and paid your fees, so you're a lifetime member now.
Wait a minute. Of the old club?
So
You knew I was going to bring up how old I am?
Yeah, you're always talking about how old you are. So this is going to make it official.
This is an old club?
This is
100% better. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? All right, this is More Donut Podcast, and today I got with me one of my oldest friends. He is one of the oldest people I know. One of my oldest friends in life is Tom. If you've been on the podcast, you've seen him, BBQ Tom. And today we're going to be drinking beer, and Tom brought BBQ with him.
Brought some ribs.
Brought ribs. There's your mic. Let's make sure we talk. At least have a point at us.
Talk to the mic.
I want to make sure that I got levels. Hey, live, you have to give us a second. Go ahead and talk.
What do you want?
All right, talk a little bit more. I just want it to be loud enough, you know what I mean? All right, I want people to hear you. All right, so today, I guess basically we're just going to talk about life.
Yeah.
We don't have like a specific topic other than barbecue. I'm really interested in the smoking process and all that stuff. Okay. But we can get into that a little bit later. First, you brought a beer with you today, a couple beers with you today.
Yeah. This one's organic.
Patagonia Provisions Organic Lager. Where's this out of?
This here, I think it's out of Oregon.
Oregon?
I believe so.
I don't think I've ever been to Oregon. There's a lot of states I haven't been to.
Yeah, I've never been to Oregon.
So,
I've been to a few states, but not Oregon.
We're going to drink beer and we're going to eat some barbecue. I don't even know what he brought, but it looks delicious. I can see it in the aluminum pan over there.
You haven't even seen it yet.
All right, so Tom has known me since the day I was born.
Yes. Your mom and your aunt used to babysit Rick and I.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
before you was born, because I used to hang out with your Uncle Barry.
So my mom and my Aunt Sherry used to babysit you.
And Rick, yeah.
And Rick.
Yeah.
And then, so you hung out with my Uncle Barry, who was, I think he was 16 when I was born. So you were probably right around there, 15 or 16.
How old your uncle? How old Barry?
Well, I was born in 70.
Okay.
Barry was born in maybe 54.
He's older than Rick?
55.
Rick was born in 58.
58.
Yeah, me and Barry hung around.
Okay, because so mom was born in 51. If Rick was born in 58, you were born in
61.
61. Yeah. So maybe he was born right. He's 70, no, he's 67 or something, 68.
Yeah, I think he's only a couple years older than me.
Okay, so that's that's crazy. But then my mom was 18 when I was born. Yeah. And so she lived right across the street from you. In that house.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
First, yeah.
When I was first born. She grew up right behind you guys. Yep. It wasn't an alley. It was like a creek.
Grandma's house.
Yeah. That neighborhood was awesome.
I used to race with your grandma the whole time.
And by it doesn't mean like cars. No. My grandma had this thing where you would take a blank piece of paper and a pencil and you would write from 1 to 100 over and over and over again, right? Or was it 1 until...
whatever she came up with.
Yeah.
Whatever it took to be able to have Barry stay overnight.
She had the craziest games, man. I would sit there, when I spent the night with her, I'd have to race all the time, man. You would just write, she'd be like, this one's to 250. I'm like, oh my God, my arm's going to die. So, but you guys had a close-knit group of friends growing up back then, right?
Yeah, we played a lot of neighborhood sports. We actually had a neighborhood baseball league. So,
oh yeah, you were telling me about that. You and
yeah, it was me, Barry, and a few of our friends in our neighborhood that would go down and play the people down in the neighborhood where my wife grew up.
So where did you and Lori? Well, we can get you and Lori have been together since you were she was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And you were 40.
Yeah, we split up while. Yeah, pretty much.
You guys are the same age, basically, right?
Yeah, she's just a year younger than me.
Yeah, that's wild. First of all, the longevity.
Yeah, we've been married. It'll be 46 years next month.
You've been married for 46 years. You've been together for
About 48, almost 49.
wow.
Yep.
Nothing less. I mean, that's crazy.
And we probably spent about a year or so together before that. And then we split up for a couple of years.
That's awesome, though. Nobody stays together that long. How do you do it? The same
Hard.
person every
Well,
fucking day. No, I'm just
that's
kidding. Lori's here, so I'm just.
It's up until I retired. I mean, I worked first shift. Second
yeah.
shift, and she worked first.
So you guys really didn't see each other all day.
Weekends, and then for the job I had at first, I was there for 21 years, and
21 years, man. You don't do nothing
I've had
half-ass. Everything is.
3 jobs since I got out of high school.
I've had 3 jobs this year. No.
Yeah, 21 years. I'd go in at 7, not get home till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and then be on call on the weekends.
Yeah, I remember that. Like she worked first, and you worked basically a second, third almost.
Yeah, first until whenever.
Yeah. What didn't you used to fix car washes for?
Yeah, installed and repaired.
Yeah.
State of Ohio and half the state of Kentucky.
You were spending the night at places sometimes too.
Oh, I would spend a week out of town and then come back and be on call on the weekend.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. That's how you stay together. Is you never see each other. That's the secret.
Well, the thing is, the time we spent together, when we was home together, we made it count.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So I remember back in the neighborhood when you guys were like when you guys had your house and stuff. We used to do like Halloween at your house. You had big ass parties.
Oh, yeah, parties. Mine and Lori's house. Yeah,
that was fun, man.
Yeah.
But I remember even before that, you and your brother had a house across the street from my grandma.
Well, I didn't.
Rick
and his friends did.
Yeah, so you guys did have like a different set of friends. Like you played baseball and you had sports and stuff, and Rick was like into motorcycles. And
right. Well, me, Rick, and Mikey. I mean, when it comes to that stuff, we're
3
different,
completely different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. But I remember my grandma used to get so mad at Rick and his friends, like especially around 4th of July time, because they would just.
Oh yeah, all rocket wars.
It would start.
Yeah.
It would start like the middle of June. It went until August.
Like you, me, Rick, Mikey, any of us went down that street, you getting shot
Oh,
at
you
with a
getting
bottle
shot.
rocket.
That's the first time I've ever seen one of those big, long 100 firecracker rolls. That's the first time I didn't even know that thing existed. That thing went off forever. She hated you guys, but she loved you guys. Yeah. It was weird.
It was a love-hate thing.
But yeah, you had a close knit friend group. Yep. Rick had a close knit friend group. I mean, everything was tight back then.
I mean, we were friends with each other's friends, but
yeah. It seems like the world. I don't know. I'm old, so I'm not out in the world that much. But it just seems like things are different now, right?
All right. Well, Benji brought that up.
Okay.
You talk about this every time in your podcast about how old you are.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in a club for a while now.
The old club?
Yeah, I've been in this club for a while.
But you look great.
But whatever.
I'm just saying.
I finally signed you up for the club.
What?
And paid your fees, so you're a lifetime member now.
Wait a minute. Of the old club?
So I did this.
You knew I was going to bring up how old I am?
Yeah, you're always talking about how old you are. So this is going to make it official.
This is an old club?
It's official.
100% better. I don't know. Let's see. A lifetime member. I don't think you belong to this club, though.
I've been in this club a long time now.
But I don't know. You're like one of the least bitter people I know. Am I wrong about that? I don't think you're bitter.
Bitter?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I'm bitter.
You're always in a good mood, man. You are one of the people I know that just let life happen and it just rolls off your shoulder. You're like,
yeah, I don't get stressed. That's for sure.
Yeah, I've never. Okay, so one time how old were we when we went? You took me and Mike fishing in that creek. I had to be like maybe 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe.
You guys had never been creek fishing.
I'd never been creek fishing before. And I never fished with one of those lures that had 87 hooks in it. But it had
It had 2 treble hooks.
2 treble hooks. It was fun though, because we were. I mean, those what were they, little rock bass or whatever?
No, they're bass. It's regular bass.
They're like babies, or
Well,
I mean,
6 to 8 inches.
I mean, they were hitting hard, and it was fun, man. I'm having a blast.
Still a good little spot to go fish in that little spot there.
Well, you sure? I'm not allowed back there. There's signs and shit.
Get your technique to work on.
So like Mike's behind me. I'm kind of in the middle, and Tom's out in front of me. And we're just, you cast out. And I wasn't good at casting.
It was sort of side by side.
A little bit. Are you saying I was way off?
Well, no. I mean, we had to be sort of side by side for what happened.
So I go to cast, man. And all I remember is like, I threw it out there, and that line just snapped. It made this loud spah. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I look up. And Tom is just, oh.
Yep.
I hit him in the back of the head with that lure, and it dug into your skin.
Yeah, it was.
And I just knew I was getting my ass beat. You know what I mean? I just knew. But no. It was, you just go, you go sit over there. And then you went back to fishing. Like life just happens and you're like, okay.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. But you didn't tell me, how'd you get that thing out?
Huh?
How'd you get that?
A pair of pliers.
I mean, it was dug in, like almost all of them. Yeah. There's like, it had to be at least 5 of them just dug in your head. Can I apologize for that, or is it too late?
Doesn't need it. I mean, it's still a good time.
I'm part of the old fuck. I am bitter, man, because I just fucking mad about everything all the time. I don't know what's going on. I'm fucking angry. My doctor told me I need to see a therapist, and I got to get on some kind of Lexapro or some shit.
Therapist in the world right here. Just let it out.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do every week. But this beer's actually pretty good. I haven't talked about it much.
Bad at all.
I mean, I thought when you said organic, we're both like, what the hell does that mean? But it does taste clean.
Yeah, it's not bad. It don't have a bad color.
Yeah, and it's just a lager. And that's the kind of beer that I think people are
Lagers.
They're used to drinking. That's a Budweiser or whatever, right?
The light lime.
Ooh, I almost got a Warped Wing, their lime lager. I like that a lot, but I figured we would just drink the shit out of that.
The Warped Wing's got a lot of them up there at the Kroger's I go to. There's a lot of Warped Wing.
I noticed Warped Wing because I did bring one today. I brought Trotwood, which I think that I just brought it because that's where that's your hometown. That's where you're from. You kind of own it up there. But they have so many versions now of their lager, and then the Truth. Like they have like 5 or 6 different versions of the Truth. Which the Truth, I can't drink it. I get so drunk. I mean, it is potent.
Right.
I don't know what the hell's in it, but it ain't just alcohol.
I mainly drink whiskey.
Yeah, I can't drink whiskey.
She's starting to drink it. She likes the peach whiskey.
Like Peach Crown.
Jim Beam peach is what she drinks.
Jim Beam?
Right now, yeah.
I didn't know. Everybody's going flavors too. That's the thing now. Flavors. I love different flavor stuff, man.
I tried the Crown Apple and it was just way.
You don't like Crown Apple?
Oh, it's just way too sweet for me.
Crown Apple and Crown Peach people love that shit.
I don't drink.
If I'm going to drink a whiskey, I won't drink it. Like I'll take a shot of it or whatever.
No,
I can't. You like a sipping whiskey?
I like the Caribbean peach rum and sweet tea. That's a good mix.
Really? Yeah. I didn't think I liked rum until we had a rum drink in New Orleans. There was 4 shots of rum in there, and I didn't taste it. I didn't remember much after that, but I didn't taste it. But I think I might like rum, so I might be able to drink a rum drink.
What, like 10 shots in the first hour?
Oh God, I can't do that anymore. Getting old, man. So, yeah. So that neighborhood was a lot of fun, but like everybody, like me and Mike, we had a friend group. Like there were just, it seemed like every 8, because we're not that far apart, really.
No, 10 years.
10 years, and you and Rick are like 5 or 6 or 4.
Me and Rick's 3 years apart.
3 years apart. So, but everybody had a friend group, and people just stuck together back then. And the one thing about moving here is there's I hear a lot of kids outside playing. So
that's good.
I think it's a great thing. Like everybody says, kids don't play no more.
No, they don't. They really don't.
You don't have kids in your neighborhood?
There's kids in the neighborhood, but they don't. The only thing they're doing is stealing packages off the porch.
What? That's crazy work. I've always worried about that here where I'm at, but nobody has touched anything.
We've only had it happen once.
Yeah, I used to deliver Amazon when I get off work. I would do that every now and then, and I was out delivering one day, and I'm in my car or whatever, so I just go up and put a package on the porch, and about halfway through my route, I'm in Springfield. I noticed that every time I put a package on the porch, somebody would go up and get it. And I'm like, this is the same person for 3 straight houses. They're following me wherever I go. And then they would just take whatever I put down. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm not doing nothing about it. It ain't my package.
Yeah, it's your job just to drop it off.
I mean, it's not that I don't care, but what am I going to do? I'm not fighting the guy.
We actually put a sign on a chair in our porch to where it says, please put the package here. That way you can't see the package sitting on the porch.
Yeah, you guys got like the little...
We actually had one guy deliver a package, and he set it right up on the handrail of the porch.
Oh, yeah. Come get me.
Pretty much.
I'm right here.
The worst place you could possibly set it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Would you ever in your life, would you ever think of going on somebody's porch and taking anything? I would never in my life do that. Okay, past the age.
I said, man, I told you in your podcast, me and your Uncle Barry used to steal pop bottles.
Yeah. Past a certain age, though. Like, when's the last time you...
Well, yeah.
There's no way I would take anything from anybody now.
I mean, it's something now, I just go buy it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I put it on credit and let them come get me.
Pretty much.
That's also, like, how do you use these credit cards? You just use them until they run out and you grab the next one, right?
It's full and grab another one, yeah. And they encourage it. They
love it. I saw some official, I can't remember these guys' names, but they were asking him about gas prices and consumer spending and stuff. And he says that he was talking to one of his bank CEO the other day, and they said credit card spending is through the roof right now. And that means we're doing great. And I'm like, no, that means we're using credit cards to live, dude. It's rough out here.
I prefer to use cash myself.
Well, you have actually done great for yourself. I mean, you've actually been pretty money wise, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but like you've done pretty well through your life.
I've gotten lucky along the way.
Well, yeah, but you also weren't doing a lot of stupid shit. Like you went to work. You worked at places for 20 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? You busted your ass.
Definitely worked my ass off.
And
But for the job I had for 21 years, they had no kind of retirement. They had no 401k.
That's where I'm at.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, so once I got to Dole, when I worked there, I got into 401k as quick as I could.
I used to quit like Dole, man. That's like almost an hour drive every morning to work and back.
45 minutes.
I know where it's at. I've delivered there.
45 minutes.
Actually, the company across the street from you guys used to do McDonald's. I think it was called M&M. And I ran them for 2 weeks before I didn't.
But compared to the job I had with the car wash company, I mean, 45 minutes was nothing.
Well, yeah, for you, yeah.
I mean, because I would drive to Kettering, get my work van, and then my first stop would be at least an hour.
They didn't let you take your work van home?
Yeah, there eventually.
I was going to say.
They did.
I saw my buddy Ron. He was a heating and air guy, and like, it's 2 completely different jobs. You know, I drive a truck. Right. But he's still putting a lot of miles on the road. You know, you got to go 45 minutes an hour to each stop, You know. I would never do that. Heat and air shit. You got to climb in those attics.
Yeah. The car wash job, I was probably doing anywhere from 60 to 80,000 miles a year just in Ohio.
And then once you get to the site, that's nasty hard work, man.
Yeah, some of it was, but then other times, I mean, there'd be times I'd be sitting at home on a Sunday. I mean, dead of winter, not wanting to go anywhere, get a call and have to go to Cleveland. And you ask them and say, hey, it's double time there and back, hour minimum on site.
Hey, what's going on, Resin? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I didn't see that till now.
No, you're fine. But you're saying sorry to him.
Yeah, sorry, Resin.
But and I'd ask them and say, I'd ask them what's wrong, and they'd say something ain't working right. I said, did you check your breakers? They'd say, yeah.
You drive all the way to Cleveland?
And I would drive to Cleveland.
Flipped a
Get out of the truck, be there for 10 minutes, go in and say, here you go. And they go, what'd you do? I said, I flipped a breaker. Your breaker was tripped. And it was, you know,
Yeah.
6 hours, 8 hours driving plus an hour on site for a 10-minute job.
Yeah. I've drove to Cleveland a few times. I used to love that town. You're not a Cleveland.
No.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
getting a new stadium, so.
well, cost us $640 million. They're like, hey, all this money over here that nobody's collecting, we're going to give that to this billionaire and let him build a stadium. I mean, that's one thing I like about Jerry Jones. That stadium they built down there, he paid for it out of pocket, him and his buddies. This guy is like, I can't afford all of it. It's not going to cut you. I heard the cheapest tickets are going to be $200.
Cincinnati's just doing renovations, so.
Yeah. But remember when Cincinnati put that new stadium in down there? What's it been? 20 years now, maybe?
It's been long enough that it needs renovations.
But they said they were going to.
Big renovations.
They added the sales tax in the county, and they were supposed to stop. They were supposed to go back down after it was paid for, but they never went down.
They're keeping that money.
The taxes never went down. This is a really good beer.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
But I also am interested in what you brought, and I'm hoping that I can put the camera on it. Because you said you're going to put it on a cutting board and cut it up.
I brought a cutting board, so we can set it right here on the table and cut it.
That sounds good to me. Well, let's kill this beer, and then we'll get the next beer. I'll get the next beers while you get the food ready. And then we could talk about, you said you're retired. We'll get into that.
Laura was going to try it, but I didn't get a chance to try that one.
Oh, it just tastes like a lager. It's better than Budweiser, I think. I don't like Budweiser.
Budweiser itself,
I like Bud Light.
we drink Bud Light Lime at home.
I like Bud Light Lime.
I like a good Modelo.
Do you?
Yeah, I like Modelo.
You want to do the... Yeah, I'll save the sour for last. Or might not be last. I'll save the sour for third. We'll go with this Trotwood lager. I think that'll go good with some barbecue.
Yeah, me and you together, you can't say it's going to be the last.
Right. Let me see if I can put this camera on. Where'd my remote go? Let's see. It's this camera. Yeah.
Blocking your view.
No. It's actually perfect. What'd you make?
What I make?
Yeah, what'd you cook?
Ribs.
Ribs, all right. And you make your own barbecue sauce?
Yes.
I'm interested in that too. Look at that, man. That's so this you see them in the store already like seasoned up and stuff. You don't mess with that, right?
No.
This is all you.
Yep. My own rub, my sauce.
So you make your own rub? Your own sauce. All right.
The thing is that me and Laura and I are both certified KCBS judges,
KCBS judges.
barbecue judges.
Barbecue judges. So you guys can go to like competitions?
We went to competition and judge barbecue. That's one of the things that we did. You pay $90. We paid $90, went down to Cincinnati, took the class. They fed us and they tell you what their ideal, the way things should be cooked, and the taste and the texture of it should be.
Really?
Yeah.
So
we wanted to go, and I wanted to see what everybody was doing so I could find out
what you want.
how to do it.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, I learned most of my stuff off of YouTube.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can.
So you smoke this?
Mm-hmm.
And like I had an electric smoker.
Don't matter.
It's all the same?
You can smoke in your oven.
Really?
Yeah.
How? What?
I first started smoking, I was using a gas grill.
Gas grill, but you have to regulate the temperatures and stuff, right? You have to just.
I mean, in an oven, you just set it and go.
Right.
Pellet smokers, you just set it and you go.
That's what I want, a pellet smoker.
Pellet smokers are great. I got nothing against pole smoker.
Well, what's your favorite though? What's your?
I got a Smoky Mountain kettle smoker.
Is that like all the big keg?
It sort of looks like a drum.
Yeah.
With a top.
Yeah. All right.
But that's what I got. But I like controlling the fire.
Yeah. So.
But I've come to find out with my kettle smoker, I mean, once you know where to have your vents, you just
We're gonna pop a trotwood longer.
you set your vents, and
This is warped wing.
I don't have to worry about it
So you set your vents on the.
on my smoker. Open them or close them to where you want. 'Cause that's how you regulate your heat.
Really? So you figured it out, like what temperature it is?
Yeah, I've done enough of it to where I know I can have my bottom 3 vents probably a little over a quarter open.
See, that's the shit I don't know nothing about.
And I keep my top vent open all the way. If it's burning a little hot, I just close the top vent or one of the bottom vents a little bit.
How long does it take to smoke ribs?
Well, this one here, my fire was running a little hot. It was running between 250 and 300. It actually got up over 300 for just a little bit. So these here took 2.5 hours.
That's not bad.
No.
Right? But you smoke all kinds of.
Yeah, it just depends. I mean,
What takes the longest?
brisket usually takes the
Brisket. I got friends that don't like brisket.
longest. Not a big fan of brisket.
I love it. Like, and they're like, I don't like the fat, and I'm like, the more fat in it, the more I like
I'm not a
it.
big fan of pulled pork. I'll eat it.
Pulled
but
pork.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Right.
It sells well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we sell at Brookville.
Yeah. I like the more fat in the brisket, the more I like it. It's I like it a
A lot of
lot.
people like the fatty brisket.
Yeah. Then most of my friends that don't like brisket don't like it because of the fat.
Yeah.
But the ribs look great. You smoke bologna?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. That was good, man. I never had smoked bologna before.
Smoke it and then I sear it on the griddle.
I smoked some chicken wings once. I didn't care for that.
They get a little rubbery, it seems.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. Of course, I wasn't great at it. It's the first thing I tried.
I've never really been, and it's something I got to figure out. I've never been able to get a crispy skin
On the chicken. Oh,
using the smoker on my chicken. I mean, I can get bite through skin, but when like in competition, you got to have that bite through skin. Because if they bite into it, if the skin pulls off, you're getting dinged big time for it.
really?
Yeah.
I like that.
You want the skin to just pull
Yeah,
off?
I want eat the whole skin in one bite.
Yeah. Competition is not good.
They don't like that.
No.
So, how do you make rub? What is it? Just spices and shit you put together?
It's just whatever you like. I mean, that's one of the things that we found out in judging barbecue, that everybody says they got a secret, but the one thing we found out, everybody's doing the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So, in certain parts of the country, barbecue is just dry rub. They don't use like a saucy.
Yeah. Some people like it dry, some people like it wet.
Up north,
I'm glad you said that, because I gotta do this to this before we eat it.
up north, we like it wet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they like it wet. I like a little sauce on it. Lori's not big on a lot of sauce.
This looks like almost like in between.
It is. I mean, I put some sauce on it and put it back on the smoker and let it set.
That's why I like that caramelized.
Yeah,
I like
the
that.
sauce to set, but then we'll put a little bit of this on here.
What is this?
This is what they
This
call
is your secret.
No, this
No.
is something that they do during in the circuit. It's and I started doing it because it really does make a difference. It's called like a finishing dust, and really all you do is sprinkle it on here at the end. It's just that little extra flavor at the end. And all it is your barbecue rub that's been ground up to a real fine dust. But
Okay.
it gives you just that little extra bite when you bite into it.
All right. So how long does it? So does that set, or you just put it on and you're ready?
What as far as what?
That dust,
No, it's ready.
it's ready. Okay.
Yeah, you put it on right at the end, right before you get ready to turn it in. You put it on. And,
Okay. All right. I've never had that, I don't think.
so,
Now you
get in between the bones here.
in between the bones. Look at that, man. So do they like fall off the bone meat on the, or do you want it to be a little bit more?
Well, that's just it. It just depends.
You know, my mom used to make ribs, and she would boil them. and then put the whatever sauce and stuff and put it in the oven. Mm-hmm. I don't really like boiled that, but that would just pull. I mean, that would come right off the bone. There was no. Nice.
But biggest part, most people, when they eat ribs, they like it to totally, when they bite into it, and you might be one of them, which is fine. When they bite into it, they like all the meat to just fall right off the bone. Is that what you like?
No, I like a little.
You want it to be so tender that everything just falls right off the bone.
I like that, but I really. It depends if it's pork. If it's pork ribs, yeah.
That's big majority's opinion, people's opinion of a good rib.
Oh, if it comes right off the bone.
Yeah, and everything just falls right
Well,
off.
I like a beef
look
rib.
at it, everything just fell right off the bone.
Are these beef or pork?
These are
beef.
pork.
Oh, they're pork.
No, these are pork. Beef are huge.
Oh, they're
about
bigger.
that big, and then it shrinks up to where you got a piece of meat about this big on a bone about this big.
But I like that meat to be a little bit more. I don't know, sturdy, or I don't know how
beef be more attached and be a little bit more chewy. Yeah, but it's still tender.
Man, how are we gonna eat these? Let me go get some paper towels.
We got a whole roll of paper towels. We brought a whole roll of paper towels plus some handy wipes.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Paper plates.
You didn't have to bring everything.
Brought paper plates.
I'm glad you did.
Brought paper plates. But hey, barbecue's meant to be sticky.
You brought extra sauce?
Yeah, brought some extra sauce in case you wanted a little extra sauce. I didn't know what you wanted.
I'm just gonna eat them. The beer though, this is Trotwood, Warped Wing Trotwood. This is their lager. Warped Wing is a really interesting company. They were right here in Dayton. Have you seen their little trailer they have?
Oh yeah, they actually used to set up at a competition I used to do there in Trotwood.
Really? Yeah. And well, I think it's pretty cool because it looks like the Trotwood can. Their little trailer they have.
Well, their little trailer used to look like the little
flyer.
trailer that Trotwood used to sell.
Oh really? Oh yeah, it was Trotwood was a campers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trotwood had a camper that was made in Trotwood.
Yeah. That's right. So the whole story behind Trotwood, the Warped Wing, is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that they're really good for this area. Like I said, though, they've really leaned into their lagers and the truth, which I can't drink. But I love this beer though. The next beer we're going to drink, I don't think you're going to like.
Why?
Because it's a sour.
I like sour flavors.
Have you had a sour?
Beer? I can't say that I have.
I think I have one of those pickle beers left.
Go and buy the beers that you and Ken were going to do.
Oh yeah, so you could drink them with us.
Drink them with you.
Yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of the blueberry.
I love that beer, man.
That blueberry cereal is. What are you going to cut it?
The blueberry challenge.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna eat one of these ribs.
Okay, according to KCBS, you should be able to take a bite and leave a perfect bite print.
Really?
Yes.
What if your teeth aren't perfect? Because I leave an imperfect print. So wow, you mean
It should leave a perfect bite print.
so they shouldn't pull off the bone?
No, not according to KCBS.
And is that do you always try to cook? I mean, that's just the way you cook now. Like that's your.
Yeah, because I don't like a mushy rib.
Yeah.
That's
why you don't like pulled pork.
I don't want it to fall off the bone.
I'm gonna try one.
We'll see.
It looks great.
They've cooled off a little bit, so
Yeah.
they're gonna. Perfect bite print.
Man, that's good. Like I'm used to pork being like really almost dissolving. You know what I mean? Like that pull up, that all comes right off.
Right, and that's the way most restaurants fix it.
Yeah.
The restaurants that you see say award.
It's like when they boil it.
The restaurants you see that say award-winning barbecue, they don't do the same recipe for their restaurant that they do for competition.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it might be the same rubs and everything, but they don't cook it the same way.
Yeah. Plus you got like
Because people do like it to just fall off the bone.
you got to pull it.
want it to have a little resistance, but you still want it to be tender.
Yeah, that's good. How long you been cooking?
Oh, the barbecue?
Yeah, when did you guys take that?
I don't know. It's been a while. We haven't done the competition in a while because the guys to where they made it so hard to sign up. I mean, you had to jump through hoops just to sign up to judge a competition. It got to be too much, and then it's like we started doing Brookville, and I was getting more satisfaction out of cooking for Brookville and seeing people's reaction there.
Now, you brought Brookville up a couple times. What is that exactly?
It's the Brookville Community Picnic. They have it every year in July.
Every year in July.
So I go there and I sell pulled pork, beer can chicken, smoked bologna.
You guys started doing the mac, the dirty mac?
We started doing mac and cheese. Lori brought that one up, and this turned into a good seller. Another good seller, been good for us because nobody there was doing breakfast. So we started doing breakfast, and we started selling biscuits and gravy.
Really?
Yeah, so we're doing biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs.
I just made biscuits and gravy today. This is the first time I made gravy myself, and it was fucking banging, dude. I killed it.
Gravy? I mean, how'd you make your gravy?
Well, I cooked my sausage. Once my sausage was cooked up, then I coated it with flour. Mm-hmm. Then I cooked that for a little bit, and then I just poured milk in it.
Okay, you didn't use water.
No.
Okay.
Do you remember that a couple of years ago camping? we bought it.
There's a story behind that. So
okay.
That's the reason that Lori's back there laughing.
We'll get to the water in a second, but I want to bring this up. I want some biscuits and gravy. Nobody wants to make gravy at campsite, so we bought cans. Canned gravy.
The chef make canned gravy. It's good.
It wasn't bad. I was surprised as fuck.
That's what we sell at Brookville.
Really?
Yeah. We don't. I mean, it's cheaper to do it that way than sitting there trying to make
it. Rick kept asking me, "How is it? How is it?" I'm like, "I don't know. It tastes like gravy from a can. What do you want me to say?" But it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. See, this year I'm thinking about making it from scratch because I made some my own sausage this year. I made some breakfast sausage, out of pork shoulders. I ground up some pork and made some homemade sausage. So thinking about taking that up, a couple pounds of that up on camping.
Hell yeah, I'm ready. Oh, we're gonna be at a different site this year.
Yeah,
we've been at this
campground. We've been at the one campground for over 40 years.
Yeah.
So, but they're going under renovations.
I was thinking about this today, or the other day. I started going when I was 46. I mean, when I was 16, and I'm 50. I'll be 56. I'm 55. That's 39 years I've been going, and you guys were going.
I still remember your first year.
Yeah. We'll talk about that next week. We're going to do a podcast from the campground next year. I wish it was our
we'll save that story.
Original campground. This is crazy.
Yeah.
40 years, 42 years or whatever you guys have been going, and this is the first time they've ever done anything.
Well, they closed for COVID.
Yeah.
So that's the only year I've missed because all the campgrounds were closed. You couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't go down.
I mean, it wasn't even.
I didn't leave my apartment for 2 years.
I still had to work every day.
Oh, you were one of them essentials.
Yeah.
I found out real quick I wasn't.
For some reason, salad wasn't essential. I don't know why.
Well, because Taco Bell. Oh.
But.
That's when you worked at Dole.
I didn't make no extra money.
Can I ask you? Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Didn't? Yeah, we're essential, but we ain't making nothing extra.
Yeah.
You told me when you worked there. The first of all, there's no difference in the Dole.
Yes,
salad bags.
We used. I mean, we don't make. I don't know what they're making now because I've been retired since September, so they might have changed the contracts. But we used to make. We made Dole. We made Kroger. We made Walmart. We made Aldi.
And it was all from the same factory.
It was all made the same factory, just a little bit of a mix difference in the way it was mixed.
And just all bagged by you guys and shipped out?
Yeah, and just different bags. And I'm sure there's a lot of products that like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've looked into putting out a rub line and a seasoning line, and you can go to a place that makes seasonings, and they'll take their seasonings and put your label on it.
Really?
Yeah. So all these people, if you go to these shows and all these shows that are selling like all these different seasonings and rubs, they might have one rub that's actually theirs that they have them mixed for them, and then odds are they're just a rub.
I always thought that, like with those, who's that guy that has a salad dressing or whatever. One of the actors or whatever. He didn't come up with that shit. Right?
Newman.
It's not like he was sitting at home in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, we've been trying a lot of Kroger brand stuff, like their
I
corn
love
chips.
Kroger.
Their corn chips taste just like Fritos. I mean,
yeah,
exactly the
I
same.
love Kroger stuff over
Fritos
anybody's.
is $5 a bag, and Kroger's is $1.99.
I'll take Kroger cheese over Kraft any day.
Oh yeah,
I just will.
that's what I like Kroger's.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It tastes better to me. Well,
I don't buy the shredded cheese.
it tastes $1 cheaper.
I don't buy the cheese that's already shredded.
No, because that's got some kind of coating on it
It's got
to
the
keep from
chemical on it to
sticking.
keep it from shredding, and it don't melt as well.
Yeah, it don't melt, and it's like, I don't want this extra. But sometimes when you're grading your own cheese, it just is too, I don't know, I get it too
You have a
sloppy.
box grater that's got the handle on top, and
Yeah,
when you're grading it, how do you do it?
I'm probably not right, because it just turns into
I
a
just
clump.
found out a better way to do it. That's the
Did
reason
you?
I'm asking.
Because mine is just like a clump.
I mean, when you're holding your grater, how do you hold? I mean, do you stand it up and go up and down like this?
I kind of just,
If it's like the box grater like I got, it's just like looks like a cowbell.
yeah.
Actually, if you lay it down and hold the handle and do it
I'll
this way,
push it.
it's so much easier.
Is it? Have you ever graded your fingers?
That's actually what that was from. I was grating some Parmesan into a pasta dish I was making.
Yeah.
I said, sorry, hon, this one's going to have a little skin in it.
Yeah, I've done that. It sucks. So how do you make sauce? What's the base of your barbecue sauce?
It's just ketchup.
Because you won like
My sauce, I took first place at Montgomery County Fair 2 years. Yeah. And I took third place at the state fair 1 year.
So what's the base?
It's just ketchup,
Like a
mustard,
Really?
brown sugar, apple cider vinegar. I mean, and then whatever you really want to put into it. I make peach preserves. I make my own peach preserves, and I put peach preserves in my sauce.
Okay.
So it's a
But
peach
something
sauce.
has to be different, right?
And then you put a little hot sauce in it. Give it just a little kick.
Little Frank's.
Yeah. Well, unless I got my own, because I make my own.
Make your own hot sauce too. Come on, man. I guess when you're retired, you can do anything you want.
No, I was making the hot sauce a couple of years ago. I had like 7 different sauces I made.
Really? Remember that a couple years ago we got that Melinda's ketchup up there at the Walmart. There was little samples and there was different like hot jalapeno. Was it last year?
Yeah, because I got a bottle of it in the
I've been looking for that everywhere around here. They don't sell it around here.
Melinda's. Where else can you buy it? Well, Walmart, I think, is a good place. To buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
So they had like jalapeno ketchup
Their
and
ghost sauces.
it was good, man. I was surprised.
I like
Now Heinz is selling.
Yeah,
They're doing it now.
if you go down to Jungle Gyms,
Jungle Gyms. No, not Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is right down the street. Jungle Gyms is the
they
one.
got a whole room of nothing but hot sauce.
Do they? All right, so like I could make my own sauce, but you know what? Like I always put a little mustard in my barbecue sauce, anyways. I don't know why. I just always thought it made it taste a little better. I didn't know you put mustard in your.
Yeah.
So.
I put ground mustard in my rub.
Oh really?
Yeah, I covered. When I made my ribs, I cover it with mustard, and then put my rub on. I used the mustard as a binder.
And this beer is just too easy to drink. You know what I mean? Like it just goes down. There's nothing keeping you from drinking a Trotwood.
You want some of these ribs? Yeah, I can still talk to you while I'm on camera.
Yeah, because I can edit it out if you come over here. I won't put you on. I promise. I put a blur over her face. I want to apologize for that podcast. Look, the guy wanted blurred out, so I blurred his face. It was a lot of work. It's hard work, but I figured out how to do it. My editing software, I can get it done. So I've been learning a lot about podcasts since I've started doing this one. This has been a journey. I'm finally getting my cameras where they're not all over the place. The one with Chevin, I tried to watch that. It made me sick. I feel bad for Chevin. He had great stories, but the cameras were making it.
It was funny watching you guys fight over it, argue about it.
Man, these ribs are good. Sorry I'm eating on camera, but man. So every year you go out to Brookville, you have your own. You guys have you've had the same spot for this whole time you've been there, right? Mm-hmm. They tried to take it from you once, didn't they?
No, actually, we was going to go out there the first year. We was set to set up a canopy, but the spot we're in, nobody wanted, and I don't know why, because it's a covered spot with a concrete base, and it's actually bigger than the rest of the spots. So it was perfect. I mean, we didn't have to worry about loading the canopy. All the power outlets are right there on our site, so we just plug in all of our tables. We just sit there and plug in. Don't have to run any cords.
So when is that this year?
It's July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, or the 24th, 25th, and 26th. It's like the last full weekend of July.
I'm definitely coming to that. You usually have a little practice run. Mm-hmm. Remember that time I brought my buddy Chuck? Brought Jason out there. He loves barbecue, man. I told him we were doing this podcast, and he was like, man, because he's in 2 weeks. He's going to be on in a couple weeks. He's like, I was coming for the ribs. I don't think he likes ribs that much. He doesn't like brisket. I don't know what he likes. He always talks about barbecue, but he doesn't like anything I like.
The pulled pork or something.
Pork, probably. But this is great, man. But I think we're ready for another beer, right?
Well, the glasses are empty.
But didn't that go down so good? That went down good.
They always seem to, when me and you get together, they always seem to go down pretty easy.
I'm about to get one where I think I'm gonna get Tom. I just want him to get here and make a face on camera.
You'll be doing it on purpose?
Yeah.
Just make a face, just even if
No, I don't want you to do it on purpose. I want Ken hates sours. Yeah. Hates them.
Yeah.
He said he won't even drink one on podcast anymore.
I sort of like tart, spice, sour stuff. I mean, I bought some candy canes this year, and it was sweet tart candy canes because I like the tartness of them.
The first time I ever drank a sour, it was disgusting. This is Duclaw Brewing. I think these guys are Baltimore, Maryland.
Key lime pie. See, I like key lime pie. So this might not be
It sounded delicious to me, man.
Like
key lime pie sour ale.
It's such a bright flavor. I mean,
it's made with real key limes, it says.
It's gonna be in your face.
I hope so.
Key lime. I like key lime.
I bought some key lime pie from Kroger the other day. Well, a couple weeks ago. It wasn't that great.
One of my favorite pies is lemon pie.
Lemon pie?
Yeah, I love lemon pie. A little darker than I expected.
It is dark. It looks, it actually looks juicy, and that's not what it's supposed to look like.
I wasn't a big fan of stouts, but then I got some Guinness to make some Guinness stew, and I had to buy a 6-pack of it because you can't buy just a single bottle or a can, so I had to drink the rest of it. So I got to where the stouts weren't too bad.
I like dark beers sometimes. I like them more in the chocolate and kind of peanut butter.
It's kind of mellow.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, that's kind of mellow. That's not in your face like I was expecting.
Man!
Sorry.
But it tastes good.
It does have a good flavor. But it's not that, there's not that hit like I thought there would be.
Man, this is delicious. It's a little tart. I don't think you could sit and drink them or whatever, but having one every now and then.
You might like that.
Come on, Lori, take a drink. It's got it's real mild though. It's not sour like.
No, not like I was expecting.
Look at the can. It looks like it's gonna
really bright. I mean, I expected it to be a really bright, in your face flavor, and it's really not.
It's not bad, right? Okay, so you retired
in September
last year.
Well, yeah, September.
So September last year, and when I was talking to you, you said you were going to start cooking more. You were going to be doing something with it.
We're hoping to be able to cook more. Well, it'll probably more happen after she retires, which will be next year.
Oh, you had to work a year longer than him?
that she just wanted to make sure she gets
I know.
insurance.
I was just
reasons. It's
picking
more
on
about
her.
the insurance.
I was
reasons
just
than
picking on
anything.
her.
I think it's more that she just wanted that extra year of not being around.
Yeah.
Me.
Exactly. That's exactly right. She's like, oh God. Because she knows when she retires now, that's it. I mean, you guys are going to be together every day, 24 hours.
Yeah, but that's the main reason I wanted to retire.
So you could be home?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been married to be 46 years, and I've spent more time with the people I work with than I have her.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. And,
We spend more time at work and on the road than we spend at home.
with your own family. And I just.
You have grandkids.
Yeah.
You have kids. Or your kids are, how old is?
Chris will be 41, Joey will be 37.
37.
My oldest grandson will be 18. So, yeah, I've been in that club a lot longer than you have.
That doesn't even make any sense. I remember when he was born.
Yeah. I remember when, I can't say the exact day, but when you were born, so.
July 4th. Yeah, I know you remember when I was born, but you don't remember. You know what I mean?
Right.
It feels like she just had him.
Right.
It probably feels even faster to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because my oldest grandson is 6 now. And it's, I mean, the school's about to end. He's going to be 7. You know what I mean? It's
Our
just,
youngest granddaughter is going to be 8. Old. 9. Yeah. So my youngest granddaughter, I mean.
I'm glad I'm not the only one because I always feel bad because I'm like, Lucy's only 3, but sometimes I'm like, 2? You know what I mean? I'm like, I feel like a horrible grandfather because I'm like, how old is she? She's going to be 5? No, 4. But I'm glad I'm not the only one. We're just, I like being a grandfather because I love my grandkids and I can spoil the shit out of them. And I could, it's wrong. I know it's wrong, but like,
Oh, no, that's the fun part.
Jessica will be like, don't give me no more candy. And I'm like,
no, that's when you give them extra and send them home.
right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like, sorry, he's got a pocket full of candy right now.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, kids come over for Halloween. They come over Bears Night. We load them up, take it home.
Take it all. Did you get any kids this year?
Did we get? Yeah, we got a few.
Did you?
Not a lot.
I got 0. I bought $60 for the candy, which is like a bag and a half.
Yeah.
And fucking all that, not one kid came here. And I'm like, well, I guess I am in the bag.
Yeah. The candy we buy now is more like what's going to be left over, what we're going to eat.
Right. That's what it has to be. But my friend, I have a friend that lives up in the neighborhood up here by the Dayton Mall. And she said they had a lot of kids come by. So I think next year I'll just go sit with them.
Yeah, we not like we used to.
And we used to really be into Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween used to be a big thing. I don't know if that's changing or...
Well, Halloween has changed over the years, period.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was growing up, you would get home from school, you'd grab your bag, put on your costume, and you'd hit the neighborhood, and you don't come back until people were out of candy and telling you not to come back.
I was wondering, because I felt like when I was a kid, it didn't seem like it had a time. Now it's like from 6 to 8.
Right. You got 2 hours. I mean,
Yeah.
But things aren't as safe as they used to be.
Yeah, that's true. Like shit's getting weird out here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And plus, as a parent, I mean, I remember when my kids would come home with their bags of candy. You know, well, they hated me because I would be like, "No, we're still going." They were like, "I want to go home." I'm like, "Nope."
Yeah.
I would make them.
Yeah.
But we'd come home with these big bags of candy and put them all on the floor and sort through them all. And I never once found anything bad.
Yeah, we never did either.
Dude, there's always stories about a kid that found a razor blade.
Growing up, it was like razor blades and needles.
Yeah.
And pins.
Did you ever find anything? I've never found anything in my candy.
We used to play poker for our candy.
I wonder if that was like just some bullshit, like a rumor.
I don't know. I'd imagine somebody found something at time or another, but
There was always there was always one house too where everyone's like, you got to go there. He's giving them full size candy bars.
Or the popcorn balls or whatever.
Oh,
It would be popcorn balls. My older brother, they give out hot dogs.
oh yeah.
Rick and Terry pass out hot dogs.
You know, I used to sit out with I used to have a fire going and have hot dogs cooking and beer. If the guys wanted beer, the parents wanted beers.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Well,
but
we have a popcorn machine. We always passed out popcorn to the adults, and the kids would get mad because we wouldn't give them any popcorn. But that was for the adults that were
for the
walking
adults.
their kids around. They
Yeah.
deserve something too.
And that people just don't do that anymore. It used to be like you had a big Halloween display. We used to build you built a haunted house.
Well, yeah, but you and Mikey started it. You and Mikey and your group, your group of friends, you guys started at Mom and Dad's house.
Yeah.
That year, but then they moved out on Lutheran Church, and you couldn't do it anymore. So we started doing it.
We did it at your house, and it grew everywhere.
Well, we had that little thing around the front porch at first time, and it was just a little box around the front porch. And I think Dean was sitting there in the corner or something, all crammed down, jumping up, scaring people. But
I remember that, man.
It's in the following year we built the castle.
Yeah, we built the castle there at that house.
Well, the castle was actually built at Rick's house. We built it in his driveway.
And then
back there by his garage and everything. We built it there and then took it apart and moved it to my house.
And we had some massive parties at your house.
Oh, yeah.
It was so much fun back then.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much you want to get into that, but that's where you guys learned to do some things.
It was fun, man.
I mean,
we probably shouldn't have been drinking.
Well, I mean, back then, back at the end of the hallway, right back where the most popular place was the bathroom always.
Yep.
I kept a bong back there sitting on the stereo thing for people to hit while they was waiting in line.
Yeah, that was awesome. I've never seen that at any other parties too. I've been to a lot of parties. That was an amenity that nobody else had.
Well, some of the parties I went to, I mean, they used to have a room where in the middle of the room they had a floor pipe.
Oh, like a hookah pipe.
8 to 10 hoses coming off of it.
I've never been to one of those.
Sitting in there, sitting on pillows, and it looked like a bunch of hippies sitting there just smoking out of a bong.
Well, the 70s. You grew up in the 70s.
Yeah, no matter what you guys say, the 70s was the best.
I grew up in the 80s. The 80s were the
no
best.
What you guys say?
People that grew up in the 90s. 90s was the best. I wonder if anybody's gonna say the 23s were the best.
Yeah, they're lying.
They're lying. The music sucks nowadays. It fucking sucks. Yeah. The drugs might be better. I heard the weed's getting really good, but I don't smoke it, so I have no idea.
But, I told you my opinion.
I don't do drugs.
As far as drugs go, I mean,
weed's not a drug.
They need to legalize it all.
Yeah, well, you've said that before. Say it again. I want you to say what you're...
Legalize it all. I mean, who am I to tell somebody what to do with their body? I'd much rather see them legalize everything and put the money to healthcare.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But why do you give a shit?
Doing drugs, let them destroy their body.
Then that's kind of the dissenting opinion, like heroin, crack, and you're like, no, legalize it, regulate it.
Let the government dispense it, put it into dispensaries, let everybody dispense it. Let at least they're getting a safe one.
Yeah, there's no fentanyl. You want to get rid of fentanyl,
and then to provide everybody with health care.
Yeah, yeah. Tom, that's what I've been saying.
I mean, why are you putting these people in jail for doing something to their own body?
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. And also, I know I shouldn't go here, but prostitution.
You know how I feel about going to places.
How the hell is that? I mean, if you want to make that safer and less of a horrible situation for people, make that legal. The reason it's so dangerous for people right now is because it's illegal.
Right.
And the people that's a dangerous world you have to live in to even be part of that. Yeah. And sometimes prostitution comes along with like a drug addiction or something.
I mean, it's supposed to be a free enterprise world.
It should be.
Why can't a woman sell her body?
I'm not saying that women should do that. I'm just saying if she wants to.
I mean, yeah.
It's hers.
I mean, you can't tell me women don't like sex as much as men do.
You can sell your labor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Women.
If
that's what they want to do,
right?
And they can make a good living. I don't let them do it.
I just don't understand how it's illegal. Or
file your taxes, pay your taxes.
Yeah, and it would be safer if it was more like a regulated, like a job. Like I have to go through safety protocol every year constantly for my job.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there are guys that would go in and take advantage of the situation.
But yeah,
if you're going to do that, when the person comes in, take a picture of them. Make them sign in.
Well, the whole thing would be safer because it would be out in the open too. It's not in the dark.
And if something happens, you got an identification.
It's out in the open. It's not in the dark. Right now, it's in the dark. So
there's ways to make it safe.
Yeah. Sorry. It's probably maybe it shouldn't have went there, but so you had haunted houses that kind of grew.
Yeah.
And then you guys moved out to Trotwood, where you're at now. Mm-hmm. And then it got really big there.
Yes.
That's where it got massive.
It really got big there.
You would have lines at your house.
I'd say the biggest crowd we had, we put 750 people through our haunted house.
That's awesome.
Because our haunted house was free. I mean, we ran it one night.
And it was good.
I mean, we had fun with it.
But people, the whole year, as soon as Halloween was over, you guys would start working on the next year's shit. You know what I mean? We would sit in the garage and just come up with ideas.
I would start setting it up in September.
Yeah, but I mean the ideas and the work, the artwork. Chris,
it seemed like the artwork got a little. I don't know why, but that year that you guys just done it at my mom and dad's house, you guys just threw it up and just
we put up
whatever.
You know what we did was we took black trash bags.
When we tried to coordinate it and say, okay, what do you want to do? Everybody had trouble coming up with ideas.
Yeah. Well, we're not on the spot, people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's just it. Everybody worked better when they could just do it.
Yeah.
And not have to think about it and just do it.
We put up black trash bags, open them up, and put them all along the house. And then, and then we just kind of spray painted it with.
My mom and dad even got into it.
They loved it.
Yeah, they did.
Man, Pop was awesome. I was talking about him the other day. That dude, he went to work at like 5 a.m. He didn't come home till he had 2 jobs.
Lori actually found a picture of him the other day, and I don't know if it was Christmas time or whatever, but he was walking around with a strap on.
See, that's the side of Pop I didn't meet until way later, you know.
Well, let's see.
I never met that side of him.
Oh, my dad.
But the first time I ever heard him cuss, I think I was probably 15 or 16. The first time I heard him cuss, and there were no girls around. He wouldn't cuss in front of women at all.
No, not at all. That wasn't his thing.
He was
a sex machine. Let me tell you, he loved his sex. I mean, a lot of people knew that because me and Rick growing up, we would sit around out in the back on the back porch on the back patio with Pop, and we watched. Because my dad used to always get these little 8mm films, porn films.
We found them once, me and Mike.
And we would sit there and watch them on the shed door. He would sit there and project them on the shed door, and we'd sit there and watch them with him.
Hell yeah.
And then he would always get all these sample rubbers. He had one of his dresser drawers, bottom drawer was full.
See, I didn't know this.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loved his sex.
It's crazy because the first time I ever heard him cuss, I was like,
yeah, he was a very quiet, but he had a side to him that was on the wild side.
Yeah. He was so, though, like,
I mean, I'm glad of that part. I mean
oh, yeah.
But
he reminded me of a class, like, he was so classy and just, I mean, I don't know. He was like a man. He was a man.
Well, I mean, but we was always able to talk to my mom and dad about anything. I mean, we were never.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, you knew that. I mean, our house was one of the places to go to because we'd just hang out.
I would get out of school, the last day of school, I would go home and I would pack some clothes and I would go over to Mike's, over to my mom and pop's, and I would stay the whole summer. I never went home.
Right.
There was usually.
Home was just around the backyard. Well, come on now.
But I mean, my family lived, my mom and dad
but you spent a lot
lived
of
on
time
Main
with
Street.
your grandmas.
Yeah. But if I did need to go home, I would just go to grandma's. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, there was 4 or 5 of us. Just the whole summer would stay there.
Oh, yeah. Same way with me.
I felt bad for Pop sometimes, though. He would work
and come home to a house full.
and have to step over people sleeping in his floor when he was.
Yeah. I mean, because there'd be Mikey and you and all your guys' friends. There'd be me and my friends and Rick and his friends.
You guys did that too?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Okay, so that's crazy. Because by the time you moved out pretty early. As soon as you could,
I didn't really move out. I mean, I stayed with Lori. I mean, because I got married when I was 19. She was 18. But I mean, I spent a lot of time down there because mom had moved to Florida, and we took over the house payment.
Because I don't remember you living there. Rick had been long gone. He lived across the street from Grandma.
Right. What do you mean you don't remember? I mean, how could you not remember?
I remember you living there, but I didn't.
All the torment you and Mikey went through.
Yeah, maybe I blocked all that out. No, it wasn't like that.
I mean, you are like a brother. I mean,
yeah.
You're not like just a friend. You're a brother.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely family. That's for sure. But it was just the Halloween thing was just insane. And you guys were in the paper a couple times too, right?
Yeah, a couple of times. I mean, people tried to call, but I mean, I wasn't worried about that. My big thing, I wanted to hear about people's reaction to it and how they felt about it. Because right now, I mean, it's probably been 6, 7 years since we've done it. Well, COVID.
Yeah, COVID changed everything in the
I
world.
haven't done it since COVID, but there was a couple years prior to COVID. I mean, I would start setting up in September, probably the first week of September. I'd start setting it up, and then it would take me until October Beggar's Night to get it set up, and then it would rain. And then with all the electricity I had running through the yard, I couldn't take the chance
Right.
of letting people do it. And so I had a couple years straight of that, then COVID hit. And once that hit, it was time to stop. So
Wonder if that's going to be like a timeline in history as we get all further into the future. Like COVID is a definite timeline when shit changed. I mean, everything changed.
I mean, that's what changed as far as me doing the Halloween thing. But
It's changed everything.
I still have to this day. I still have people when they come up to our front porch, bringing their kids to
Telling
the
them
house,
about it.
and they talk about how they would come to the house and go through the haunted house and how much of a good time they had.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that part would always feel good. I mean, I still got some boards in my barn because I had the hallway, because in the backyard it was set up in a castle theme,
Right.
and we had the execution stage up on my back deck, and then we had the innkeeper's room.
Just make sure everything's going good.
We had the innkeeper's room, which we had the crypt keeper and everything, and then we had our mausoleum as you walk down this long hallway to get to the haunted house part. And then along that long walk there, I had that wall where I could have people sign the wall and write whatever they wanted. I had markers hanging all along that wall
awesome.
where they could write on the wall.
So you still got those boards?
I still got those boards.
Nice. The funny thing is like all those years that I did do all that, and I was coming, and then I got married. I kind of slowed down a little bit, had kids, whatever. Then after I got divorced, I'd come back for a little bit, and it's like I haven't been there in years.
Right.
So even before COVID, I hadn't been over there. People like Chris Davis, he stopped coming long ago.
Yeah.
Well, this is just you and Tom, and you and Rick.
Chris felt like he wasn't getting enough notoriety, but
Is that one?
I mean, he let's face it, Chris was one hell of an artist.
He was, yeah.
And he felt like as much as we tried to push the fact, every time they come up, we'd say, yeah, Chris is the one that painted all this. We gave him total credit and all like that. I mean, I guess he just felt like he wasn't. I mean, he still enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But Chris is a hell of an artist. He wanted just a little bit more notoriety, and I understand that. I mean, I've never held nothing against him about it. I mean, I don't think he's held anything against us.
When's the last time you talked to him? I haven't talked to him in years.
It's been a while. It's been a while. But I would say some of my favorite times is back on Broomball.
Broomball.
Yeah, because when we first started doing it there, I mean, we were all getting together. We would dress up the whole month of October.
Yeah.
We would sit out front. I mean, we would sit there and smoke bowl after bowl after bowl.
Not me. I don't do drugs.
No, you don't. But I smoked a lot.
So this is
I used to smoke and wake and bakes, and
these are some of the greatest times of my life too, though. Like
the RTA buses would come down Corundu and pull in front of the house, and actually let us get on the bus and scare the people on the bus.
Really?
Yeah. So it's
you guys were really into it. Like
yeah, there was me, Mikey, Kenny, Rob.
Yeah.
Chris, and we would sit out front, and that was probably some of the most fun that we had.
I had kids really early. Yeah. It was worth it.
Oh yeah, your kids are great.
Oh yeah, my kids are great. I'm just saying, like, that's why I wasn't there. Sometimes you have wives that won't let you go out and do stuff.
Don't blame the wife.
I'm blaming her.
Don't.
It's not your fault, Melinda. So, but yeah, those were great times. I did go. I went to that a lot. We had a lot of fun back then. And the neighborhood was, and I just feel like that's the theme of my life right now, I guess. Maybe you're starting to,
What do you mean?
starting to get to the point where I still do things. I've met some people. I'm starting to go out and hang out with friends. It seemed like COVID just stopped everything.
Yeah.
And then that's been 6 years, 5 years ago. Just now I'm starting to go back out and do stuff. Like I don't know. But life used to be a lot of fun. And now it's different. There's different fun.
It's a different type of fun.
Yeah, it's different.
Grown up fun.
Sometimes grown up fun sucks. You guys go to Vegas every year, right?
Yes.
You still doing that?
Yes. We're actually looking at flights and stuff now.
What time of year do you guys go?
August, when it's the hottest.
Hottest. I met a bartender out there when I was there. We were going in April. We haven't been in a couple years.
We go when it's like 114, 115.
I was talking to this bartender in April, and she's like, because I'm talking how great it is. I love Vegas. There's something about it.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Well,
I love visiting there, but I wouldn't want to live there because it would take away the fun of it.
I asked her about that, like how great it is to live here, and she's like, "Oh, you come back in August when your shoes are sticking to the sidewalk."
We love it in August. But what would be the one thing you wouldn't want to do in August in Vegas?
The one thing?
She already knows where I'm going with this.
What is it?
Would you want to sit in a 108-degree hot tub?
No. Is that what you did?
Not me.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what your wife wants you to do.
And I fight it, but I do.
Yeah, she didn't want to make sure you guys didn't have any more kids, so she bowled your balls.
Well, I won't go there. I can make a statement there. Well, no, I will. If there's one thing she loves about me is my big balls.
Your big balls. Yeah, but she doesn't want them to produce offspring
It's the rest
anymore.
of the part. The rest that she don't want.
She just don't want them to produce offspring. So you said 108 degrees. Who gets in it? Was there anybody else in it?
No. In what, the hot tub?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were other people.
There were other people in it?
Yeah,
That's insanity.
Yeah, it is. That's just crazy.
Hot tub is a winter sport. I like a hot tub when it's like 32 degrees out. But
But you brought up the offspring. Let me ask you a question.
okay.
And this is totally off the topic.
Okay. Uh-oh.
You know me. I'm going to go totally off the topic here.
Right.
When women get pregnant,
Yeah.
and people say it was an accident, who do you feel likes to blame?
What do you mean?
Who do you feel likes to blame? Is it the woman or the guy?
If you get a girl pregnant,
If a girl comes up pregnant, who do you feel like is to blame?
well, you got her pregnant, dude.
Exactly.
Did you get somebody pregnant?
No.
Well-
My wife. But
Yeah, it's your fault.
it's always the guy's fault.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I don't care the situation. Because if you don't know when you're about to release,
Yeah.
you should not be having sex.
Right.
So that's one thing I always told my son growing up. I mean, don't come to me and say a girl's pregnant and it's her fault.
It's not her fault.
It's never her fault. She tricked me. No, forget that.
Tricked.
I don't care if she tried to trick you or not. Back of my head. What's wrong with your camera, Steve?
It hates me. I don't blame it. Hey, bitch. Right here. See? Over here. I don't blame the camera for hating me.
All right, so we got that.
No. No, I agree completely. Like if my daughters were to get pregnant by accident, I would.
You hear that so often.
First of all,
and
it's
the
not-
guy's always like, she tricked me. Bullshit.
yeah, you knew what you were doing, dude.
Yeah.
Like I had 2
If
kids.
you didn't, you shouldn't have been doing it.
Yeah. Well, although I will say, like when you're really young, like your first, when you're 14, like I knew, no,
You still know that feeling when you're about to go.
you do.
Don't know. That is not an excuse at any age. And unless you're doing it for the first time. And then I think you still know that it's
You still know it's about to happen.
because your eyes roll back in the back of your head.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't teach pull-out theory in school more.
It's the best birth control.
It is the best. I mean, you have to know. Just pull out, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get gross with
And
it or
no matter
whatever.
what you do, well, I won't go there either.
You can. You were the first. Okay, I remember. You were the first person that told me. You were the one that told me this was a long time ago. When you think you can't go any further,
step over that
you
line.
yeah, you're the one that taught me that.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah.
Okay, that takes me into another thing I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
What do you feel like is the biggest misconception people have of you?
Of me?
Yeah.
Probably that I'm happy. People think I'm happy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the biggest misconception you get. Are you not happy?
Maybe. I don't know. What's happy?
If you think it's a misconception, I mean, either you're or you're not. But
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not trying to make a downer here, but I'm just.
No, yeah, like, I don't know. The biggest misconception of me?
Yeah. What do you think the people's biggest misconception of you? I mean, I know you long enough. I have no misconceptions of you. I know the real you. So.
Yeah, you know I'm a piece of shit.
No.
I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody thinks anything that I wouldn't agree with.
Well, like for me, I think people think that I feel like I always have to be right.
Ooh. I've never got that from you.
Well, I like to argue.
That's
And you've seen me and Rick argue over some of the silliest shit.
one time we were at camp, okay?
No camp stories.
Done?
No, well, they're supposed to be next week.
Okay.
You have to come up with something different. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's not a tent. Oh, this argument.
So I know
but you guys getting these, you do. Maybe you, but I don't feel like okay, let me tell you how I feel about you when those arguments are going on. I feel like Rick feels like he needs to be right. I feel like you need to antagonize Rick. That's all. I don't feel like you have any other agenda. You don't care what's on the box. You don't care what the right answer is. You just want to make sure Rick's.
See, you know me. I don't care whether I'm right or wrong.
Yeah.
But people think because the way.
Well, that's the way you've probably come across.
To argue. Yes,
you do.
Especially when it don't mean anything.
It don't mean nothing.
If it's not a serious argument, it's all fun.
Right.
And I love to argue.
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest thing is convincing you when you know you're right that you're wrong.
Yeah. And you even take the side. You don't even have to believe.
I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I don't care.
I've seen you do this to Rick.
My favorite thing is getting you to the point either where you say, okay, you're right. Or you say, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Because if you say fuck you, you have no argument left.
How does Rick not know this, though? Every year you get him.
He knows. He knows. But he loves to argue just as much as I do.
He does, man.
We can't do anything without argument. And it's all in fun. I mean, we never get mad at each other.
It takes hours to set up camp.
Oh, yeah. Just because we like to argue. I mean, we both argue. I mean, it's over the silliest shit.
I wish I was going to be there during setup, but I have to work Thursday. So I'll be up there Thursday evening sometime. But, yeah, that's crazy. That's a good question. Like, I don't know what to think about that. Like, what's the biggest misconception people have about you? That's weird. Like
I said, because I've had people, you always think you got to be right. And I don't care
if you have an answer for this in the chat, just go ahead and put it in the comments. What's the biggest misconception you think people have about you? I don't know. I might have to think about that one. First of all, this is weird because I don't think anybody has any conception about me at all. I mean, I feel like I'm an afterthought. Like,
you feel like you're not a smart person.
I do. I feel like.
But when you do your podcast, you come across as a very intelligent person because you seem to know a lot lot about everything.
I know this much.
Well,
and then I make up my own.
I mean, we were talking before the podcast, and I told you, I mean, I have the knowledge of nothing.
Nothing. But you talk
opinion about everything.
Right. That's how I am.
I don't care if it's right or wrong.
I know a little bit about something.
I mean, it's going to be my opinion whether it's right or wrong.
Ken used to tell me all the time, he's like, man, what the hell? That's not,
what
the hell are you talking about?
It don't matter.
I make up my own
Exactly.
shit. I don't care. Because we are making up our own rules in life, right? You told me that too.
Yeah,
I remember there was a lyrics, you probably don't remember this, but there's lyrics to a song by the Butthole Surfers.
By the who?
The Butthole Surfers.
Okay.
And he just says,
Butthole surfers.
Yeah, in the song he says, you never know how you look through other people's eyes.
You hear that, huh? Butthole surfers.
But in the song he says, you never know how you look through other people's eyes. And we were at camp one year and I was talking about that. I said, yeah, you just never know how you look through other people's eyes. And you were like, why do you care how you look through other people's eyes? And I never had that perception of it before. I'm like, you don't care how you look, how other people look at you at all? You don't care how other people see you? And I've never...
The only person I care about that perceive me in a certain way would probably be my wife and kids.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean,
yeah,
they're the ones that matter. I mean, don't get me wrong, my brothers matter. I mean, the people closest to me matter. But if they haven't back and thought about me, I think they're going to come to me and say something and we'll work it out.
I watched this video the other day of a guy that was saying that he said, how can you ask, what don't you care what people might think about you? And he's like, what? No, because if I start caring what other people think about me, then I have to assume that they're thinking this. Right. And so now I'm projecting on them that they're a bad person and they're thinking that I'm this and that. He's like, I can't, in order for me to care what that guy thinks about me, I have to put in my mind, I have to think that he's a bad person and thinks that I'm a shit, so you're putting it, it's just all what's going on in your head. So I've been wrapped up in my head for a long time. And you're not wrapped up in your head at all. And that kind of shit amazes me.
I don't care what people think about me.
And it's not, some people say that and some people project that, but they don't really, go home at night or whatever. You are real. It's real. It's not bullshit.
I really don't care.
Yeah. I mean, there are people that say that all the time and try to project that persona.
The only person I try to impress is that woman right over there.
And it's been great, man. What'd you say? 207 years? Oh.
Hey, people say you have to work at a marriage, but we've never had to work at it.
That's awesome, though.
I mean, I've never felt like I've had to work at it.
You just love, you guys have been in love since you were kids.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. We separated, like I said, we separated for a while.
Well, yeah, but you were kids.
I tried to stay in touch with her, and I would call her, and you would hear that voice. Oh, it's you. But I kept calling.
Hell yeah.
Now I started dating a girl that she didn't like.
Oh, that's what did it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Then she felt like I was the only guy that really treated her right.
Yeah. That's awesome. But so it's like you go through life, and Mike is my oldest friend. I was thinking about this today too, because we're going to do this podcast. Yeah. Next week he's going to be on. He's the oldest friend I have. Like, I've known him since he was 6 months old and I was born. At the same time. And we're in the crib. We're in the crib together. He's 6 months. I'm a newborn. We used to be best friends. Like, we used to be close as shit. I mean, we're not best friends anymore.
Yeah, you are, but you're not.
Well, I mean, we still have the same, affection. I still love the guy. He still loves me, but we don't.
You still do anything for each other.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. If he ever needed me,
best friends then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, we're not close anymore. Like, we probably talk twice a year.
As close as you were.
Well, we probably talk twice a year.
If he called you, say, tomorrow and said, hey, Steve, I really need your help.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be there.
Definitely, without a doubt.
And he would be the same for you.
Oh, no doubt.
You're still best friends.
Yeah, okay, you're right. But things change over the years. Like, relationships change over the years. Yeah. So when you're with a person, a woman, and a marriage or whatever, over time, you got people change. You know what I mean? Like, now you're into this, now you're into that, whatever. You're just a different person or whatever. It's hard. It's very rare that you find two people that have been able to grow together as human beings, and because you weren't who you are now isn't who you were when you were. No. You know what I mean? No. And it's just I think it's just awesome that you guys are still.
I would say one of the biggest things that we have for each other, and every now and then I'll call her a brat, she'll call me a brat, and then we'll look at each other. Well, you raised me,
right?
I mean, because we've been together so long, and we basically have raised each other. I mean, we've learned a lot together.
But so, like, me and Melinda, like, we got together when we were young. I mean, but we just grew into different people. Like, she had different aspirations in life and wanted to be different things, and I was just still a guy and wanted to be. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just saying it's kind of like I don't have any animosity for her for us splitting up or whatever. We just wanted to go in different directions or whatever. And it's rare that you find people that are still
together.
Yeah, not even just still together. Some people are still together, but they don't even like each other. Well, you guys genuinely. I mean, you guys love each. You know,
there's no doubt. It's definitely. I mean, I was trying to surprise her with something that I ordered online. I just ordered this thing online, and I was trying to surprise her with it. But of course, they sent an email saying something was just purchased with your PayPal account, and she questioned me about it. So I had to tell her about it.
You can't even send her flowers without her knowing.
I don't send her flowers. Flowers are a no-no with her.
That's another rule.
Well, she's into plants, not flowers. Flowers die too fast. So she's never really been a flower person.
I know somebody just like that.
I mean, she likes flowers, but she's never been, I mean, they're too hard to take care of to keep raising. I mean, I bought her, one of the things I do is I buy her a poinsettia every year for Christmas. And she's had one poinsettia now for a couple of years that she's kept alive because it's a plant and she keep it alive. And she'd rather do that.
Really?
And then take care of a flower.
So you just have to really...
You got to pay attention to what they like.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
A lot of guys get wrapped up in, I'm not getting my respect as a man or whatever. You know,
Fuck
like
that.
I'm not getting...
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
It's not important, right?
No. I mean, she does the things with me that I like to do. I mean, she does the thing, like the barbecue thing. She went and became a barbecue because she knew I was into the barbecue thing.
Right.
She does the pork. I mean, she enjoys doing it.
You'll watch the shows that she likes.
And I watch right now. I mean, she's watching the show called Farmer Wants a Wife, and it's like. But I watch.
But you'll watch it, right?
Yeah. I watch it.
So you do have to make sacrifices, like
yeah.
And it's not really doesn't feel like you're like.
I mean, she enjoys doing craft shows. So if I see a craft show going on somewhere, I'll tell her about it and I'll take her to it and we'll do the craft shows. I enjoy craft shows. I mean, because there's things. A lot of times I'll go to those craft shows and I'll end up being the one buying something and she don't.
Yeah.
We started doing this one craft show, and I started buying. There's a lady that does these little coffin scenes. She makes these little coffins and does scenes with them. I started buying those, so now
well, that's more that's kind of
right. I mean, I collect skulls. I mean,
yeah,
I'm a skull collector. So this lady was doing coffins, and now I'm doing these little coffin things. I buy these little coffin things that I see at these craft shows. So, but yeah, you gotta do things for each other that you both do.
Rick and Terry been together forever too.
Right. Well,
even Mike and Lisa.
I mean,
you guys are.
Well, my mom and dad were together forever.
Yeah.
So I mean, they set the example.
I wonder.
I mean, they went through their hard times.
Yeah, they did.
They separated for 3 years.
I remember one time, man. We came up. He was either came home from school or
School
something.
was not my mom's biggest thing.
But man, she had her thing was Stroh's. Like she didn't drink any other beer.
She loved her Stroh's.
And she had like 28 Stroh's cans in a pyramid. She only had 2 left, and she was like, "You go to the drive-thru." Her and Pop were going through something. But man, she would make a pyramid of.
Oh, there was times that, I mean, yeah, when they were going through their hard times. I mean, there was a time when Mikey was real young. Rick was already moved out.
Are we drinking another beer?
I'm empty.
I got some more beers.
Like I said, I brought a driver.
All right.
And when me and you get together, the beers go down easy.
That was actually good.
Yeah, it was.
It's called Sour Me. Key lime pie, sour ale by Dewclaw.
One from Yellow Springs.
You want to do the one from Yellow Springs?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. You want some more ribs? Okay. Bring your plate over here.
all kinds of beers in here.
Do what?
I want something. I have beers from the podcast that.
Hey, we do whatever you want.
Because you got to buy 6-packs, you know what I mean?
Well, I know, that's the reason I knew it was mainly gonna be me and you, so I bought 2 of each.
I wanted...
I'll have to cut those. Which ones you want?
I'm going to bring those beers to the camping trip. Because if I can find that pickle beer, I would love for you to try that pickle beer.
I'll try it. Like I said, there's no.
All right, this is a Sison.
Whatever that means. What does that mean? If Ken
Yellow
was here,
Springs
he could
Brewery.
tell us.
Well, I'm going to look it up real quick.
Because Ken does know his beer.
Yeah, Ken knows what is...
I mean, I've known Ken for a few years, but he does know his beer. And you guys came out to Brookville that one year.
Yeah.
Like
All right, a Sison, French for season, is a traditional, highly carbonated and dry Belgian farmhouse ale.
Did you shake this up first?
No, it's carbonated. Originally brewed in Wallonia, France, during winter for consumption by summer farm workers. It's known for a complex, fruity, and spicy flavor profile, typically featuring yeast-driven notes of pepper, clove, and citrus.
Like that organic beer, it had that Carson.
Yeah, look.
Crimson.
This is I've never drank a carbonated beer.
This organic had that Carmenza in it.
I don't know what that is.
Well, we looked it up, and it's good for baking like cakes. And
Oh, really?
It's good for pasta. And
See, that's what I'm wanting to make.
Pasta and cookies.
I'm wanting to make like a 7-Up cake. Have you ever heard that? It replaces all the like eggs and butter and shit. You just put like 7-Up in the batter.
I've not heard of that, but I've heard of sparkling potatoes.
What the fuck is that?
It's potatoes cooked with Sprite.
Really? Mm-hmm. I was wondering, like, you make meat.
It's not bad.
Hold on. It looks great.
That's not bad.
It smells like pepper.
That's not bad.
It's carbonated. It's a French beer.
No?
No.
Really?
It tastes bubbly. It tastes almost like champagne or something.
Champagne, it can only be made in the country of Champagne, or the county.
So it's not real champagne?
The district of Champagne.
If it's not made there, it's not real champagne?
Correct.
Even though it's the same process?
Just like bourbon.
Bourbon can only be made in Tennessee?
Kentucky.
What is it? Oh, in Tennessee, it's mash.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Bourbon's Kentucky.
Jack Daniels is made in a dry town.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's still like 3 or 4 dry towns in
They can make it there,
Kentucky.
but they can't sell.
There's still like 3 or 4 in Kentucky that are dry.
Yeah. Trotwood used to be dry.
Where we go down to the lake down in Kentucky, it used to be a dry county. You had to drive through there. There was this one big ass liquor store, a beer store at the last exit. They said this is the last exit before you could buy beer. If you're going to the lake, you have to buy beer there. And then now they opened up, so it's all.
Everywhere.
So now that store's suffering pretty bad. But what lake was that? Oh, the
Rocky Fork.
no, it was. Never mind. I'll never figure it out, and somebody will tell me I'm stupid in the comments. I wish you would tell me I'm stupid, because you know what? I'm an old fucker now. I didn't used to be till today.
It's official.
So where were we going? We had a thought.
Really? That'd be a first.
You were in the middle of a sentence, and I said we need another beer, and you were
That
like,
was your fault then.
"Yeah, it is my fault." But we were talking about relationships and how you
Rewind.
how is it that you can stay, even just friendships fade. You know what I mean? Even people just you grow into different.
Yeah, your friendships don't last like they used to.
No, well,
But I mean, we've got a.
but I think you and Rick and Mike, though, you guys still get together most Saturday. I don't know if you get together every Saturday
we
anymore.
got together like last Saturday, the Saturday before.
Used to be every Saturday.
Yeah.
and just sit in the garage.
Everybody.
And I would sit over there, and Rick would be falling asleep,
Yep.
and you'd be eating Reese cups, and we'd be watching either the Pawn Stars or
Whichever.
yeah, the motorcycle.
Were you ever there for the Rocket Wars or or the Rubber String Fest or anything like that? You were never there for that. You missed that good stuff then, because Rick had brought, I don't know where he got them at, but it was like these foam rockets that had a rubber band up to them, and you could shoot them. And there was a bunch of us in there. Of course, we got a good buzz on, and we had Rocket Wars. And
that reminds me of a story that we can't tell till next week.
not a camp thing.
I know. I'm talking about the camp when we were on our way up to camp in the back of that pickup truck.
Do
you remember that?
Riding up there in the pickup. Oh yeah, we had a lot of them. Yeah. We just had some crazy rides.
You have 8 fucking grown men in the back of a pickup truck. Oh, that was so fun. But yeah, just friendships they fade, but you guys have been able to, I haven't talked to my brother. Me and my brother talk maybe once a year, not Ken and Brent. Me and Ken are close as shit.
It's been a while since I've heard anything out of Brent.
Yeah. I mean, me and Brent and my sister, we got really close when my mom was going through what she went through. And then it's weird because now even that has went back to, we probably talk twice a year now. And she's only been gone a couple of years.
Me, Rick, and Mikey stay pretty close.
Yeah.
We try to.
You got to put in effort, and it has to be on the part of everybody.
Yeah, you got to.
Because
that's the whole point of the fishing trip.
Yeah. Because it wasn't
friends and family.
It started out a bunch of friends and family. Started out with just you and Mike, right?
Me, Mike Simpson, Rodney.
Yeah.
And Jeff Cagle.
And then it turned into what it is now, which is just us. Yeah. And now this year.
This coming weekend, it could be just me, you, Rick, and Mikey.
Yeah.
It could end up that way. There's been times where there was 15 of us, and we would float 2 kegs of beer.
Yeah.
We'd have firefighters there and
have
fires.
We're going to talk about it next week. But yeah, these stories are great. But it's just weird the way friendships go like that. Like I've met a couple people now that I'm really good friends with that if they would ask me, I need you this weekend, I'd do anything for them.
That's the way most of our friends are. There's not too many of my friends that I wouldn't. If they call and say, hey, I need some help, I wouldn't be there for them.
Right. But it's been just recently for me. Like there was
if you called, there would be nothing I would say no to.
Of course. But you're my older brother.
Right.
You kind of obligated. I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm not.
Right. Exactly.
It's true though.
It is true.
We got a couple. One of our friends. I don't think you've heard about it yet, but one of our friends is going through some stuff right now that's pretty tough. So, it's not that bad.
This is not for me. What do you mean it's not that bad?
It's not.
I don't like this.
Because Kenny, I don't think you've heard about Kenny, right?
No,
he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Oh no!
Yes.
Really? But even you guys through me, like when my friend Laura was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, you guys even were, you felt.
Yeah, we're there for you.
Yeah.
If you need us, call.
Right. But I don't even think you might have met her once or twice, maybe.
Don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we are.
She was important in your life and still is. She
still is, yeah, definitely. But they made such advancements with
with cancer these days.
I'm not going to say she's fine, but she's
right.
How
fine can you be?
Stage 4 used to be
automatic death.
Yeah,
but now it's
and
not.
She's fine. Not fine, but it's
cancer don't mean the same as it used to.
They've done a lot. They've done a lot.
Yeah.
So what's he going through?
Well, I'm not sure yet. Rob just let me know about it probably about a week.
Oh, you talked to Rob? I haven't talked to Rob in years.
Rob.
He's his own thing. He's his own guy.
Well, he's going through the transformation right now. So, don't know how much.
Is he really all the way now?
Well, I don't know. I know he's had the breast implants and stuff, but I think he's living with a guy right now. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that don't matter to me.
Oh, I remember.
I mean,
when he first told us.
I mean, another friend that's been friends for a lifetime. I mean,
yeah. I mean, still.
That's just you. I mean, we know you, so
right.
It don't matter what you're going through. You're still a friend.
Yeah, and that was, to me, it's not a camp story, but it happened in camp. But that's one of the things that really.
Unfortunately, he can't come to the campground anymore.
No women allowed.
No women. Exactly. No women.
That's one of the things, though, like you. I don't know if you even realize how much you've taught me, you know, as a brother person throughout the years. But that's one of the things, like the reaction that we all had at camp when he first came out to us. Like, I know other groups of friends that I had that would have been a disaster. You know what I mean? But at camp, when he came out to us at camp, I mean, it was pure acceptance, immediate.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody.
matter. I mean, that's still Rob.
Yeah, to us, it's. I mean, you're just.
I mean, Kenny came out to, and I don't know if Kenny's gay or not.
Right.
I think Rob may be. I mean, he's happy with the guy right now, so I'm assuming he is.
Right.
But
I remember Kenny started coming to like Halloween.
Right. When was doing our Halloween thing, he would start coming dressed as a woman.
Right.
And then when Halloween was over, he kept coming over that way. So he sort of broke it into us slowly.
Yeah.
But we accepted it. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter at all. And that was, to me, that was like almost like a culture shock, because I know I had other friend groups that it would have been sure, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But when you guys were like, okay. I mean, it didn't matter. No. Like, and it's one of the great, it's a milestone in my life. It changed, you know, I'm like, oh, this, you know.
I mean, a friend's a friend. I mean,
well, even if they're not, right? But
you don't turn your back on them just because they're letting you know something that's deep in their.
But you wouldn't even have any negative feelings towards anyone, even if they weren't friends. It doesn't matter to you.
I have no racial bone in my body at all. I mean, you got to give me a reason not to like you.
Yeah, and it can't be. It's not going to be.
I don't care. Yeah. I mean,
if you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
If you're selling women online or something, then you got a problem. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not into trafficking women and all that. I mean, that would give you a bad note in my life. But yeah, I mean, just because you're gay, that don't matter to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, you're one of the people. Like, it was weird because you have certain perceptions when you're like, I was probably 20.
I guess I have no shock values.
Yeah. 25 or 26 when he came out. I mean, it was a long time ago.
I mean, there was a friend of mine, we was at one of my Halloween parties, and Kenny came, and he was dressed as a woman, and one of my friends was having a problem, kept telling Kenny he needed to leave, and this other friend of mine, I mean, it was a close friend. I mean, I used to hang around a lot and do a lot with, and it's like, no, if you got a problem with it, if you find a problem that you're attracted to him, you need to leave. I mean, if that's the problem.
That might be the problem.
If you're attracted to him, you leave. I mean, but he's a person in my house.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I remember you talking about it.
So you know who the person I'm talking about.
No, I remember you talking about it, though.
It was Jay Grant.
But you're like, he was a close friend of yours.
Oh, yeah. Me and Jay used to do a lot together. I mean, we would go.
But you pointed that out, though. I mean, that's the perception you have of that situation, because that is the problem with people that have a problem with that, is because you find something.
Right. You find a problem.
You find a problem with it. Like, you're retracted, or you find it.
This is my house. I mean, he's welcome in my house. If you don't have a problem with it, you leave.
Yeah.
Get the fuck. I don't care how close we are. You get the hell out. I mean, and he was dating my cousin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he ended up hanging himself in the garage.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he kept threatening, and everybody kept, well, if you're going to do it, just do it. And finally he did.
Holy shit.
But, I mean, he took the coward way out.
Ooh, we talked about suicide last week a lot. Me and Laura did. That's a
coward way out. It's one of the biggest sins you can commit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a church Bible person, but that is one of
But we talked about it, like you have to.
Supposedly one of the sins that can't be forgiven.
Well, I think it can't be forgiven because you can't after you commit it say, hey, forgive me.
Yeah.
Because it's already over. But it's like suicide is like, that's how I thought that for a long time. Like, that's just a coward's way out.
It is.
But what if it's like your only, like you feel like that's all you got left? Like,
how is that the only way you got left?
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, if it's the only way you got left, it's because you're not talking to people.
Yeah, but what if people are like, well, just fucking do it if you're going to keep talking about it? And you're like,
well, that's because
you know what I mean?
You're not telling your true feelings. I mean,
well, that's true too. But what if you don't? I don't know. It's just it used to be cut and dry for me. It's not as cut and dry anymore. That's all I'm saying.
What's not cut and dry about it?
About the coward's way out. Like, I understand that you did now leave every one of your loved ones with this burden now. You're done.
You can't deal with life.
You're gone now, and all your family and friends that love you have to now deal with you being gone. Right. So yeah, it is
making it worse on them.
On them, yeah. But for you to get to that point, it feels like it might be more than the coward's way. Like it might just be
what's happening so bad?
I don't know. Like what is? There has to be something. It has to be really bad, right?
I mean, you still have people there that love you. How is it so bad?
Well, true, but
what?
I don't know.
Give me an argument.
I'm
going to make you say fuck you.
But I've never been to that point where I've gotten there. So
then how are you defending what they did?
Well, what I'm saying, I'm not defending it, but
you are.
Okay, but what I'm saying is there has to be maybe could you open up a little bit to
try
to maybe there might be
convince me.
Maybe there might be a place that I've never been to. Like you've never been there. Of course you've never been there. You don't give a shit about what people think about you. But what if
that's what makes me feel like. But how do you get to that point where you want to take the coward's way
But what if you're one of those people that are very sensitive to how you perceive everything? Like people are different.
I understand that.
I don't know. I'm not saying that.
I watch all these TV shows, and maybe I'm cold-hearted, and I don't give a shit about that either.
Right? Hell yeah.
These people go on these competition shows, and they tell their stories. I don't want to hear their fucking stories.
I don't either.
I don't give a shit about the stories. If you got there and you're claiming you got a talent, show me your damn talent.
I was watching this documentary of this guy who's his stepdad ended up being like this massive serial killer. He's this truck driver that was going, not serial killer, serial rapist that was going all across the country and just raping women everywhere. Okay. And I'm listening to him tell the story about growing up with him. And he's like, yeah, he would spank me. And I'm like, I got spanked. And then everything he said, I'm like, dude, you didn't. I mean, I get it. Your stepdad was a rapist.
I paddled in school, which they have no way they're doing that nowadays.
Right. But the whole time I'm like, okay, I get it. Your stepdad was a rapist, and that's horrible as fuck. But what you're telling that you would...
people who had done it to.
Yeah, but he was trying to not play a victim card. I don't want to say that. But everything he was saying was like, dude, that's every kid went through that. Oh, you got yelled at? Oh, you got spanked?
Well, it's just like that podcast you guys had where you were talking about that teenage kid that was having sex with the teacher.
Yeah.
And I said there's no victims, and he's not a victim.
It's very different because I was a 16-year-old boy once too.
He was an abuser, not a victim.
He was mean. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
But technically,
the way he talked about it, and to convince me that he didn't treat younger girls that way.
Oh yeah, no,
there's
definitely
no way that he did not treat younger girls the same way.
But she was just validating that too as an adult, like, oh, this is acceptable because that everything he said to that woman, she was like, oh, but what?
Oh yeah, so, I mean, she's just dumb as shit.
Yeah. But technically though, by the law, she's 27 years old and he's 16. That's a victim.
One more year and it'd been legal.
It depends on what state they were in. It could have been legal now.
17 consensual.
But depending on what state,
17 is consensual.
Depending on what state they were in, it is consensual at 16.
But everybody think 18 is the law, but no, it's not.
But okay, but 17, let me ask you this though.
16, 17 is consensual.
But let me ask you this: if your 15 or 16-year-old daughter is in a relationship with a 27-year-old teacher,
if she said yes.
No,
is
Tom.
it wrong that he tried to do it? Yes.
But they're in a position.
Did he know more about what he was doing than she did?
He's in a position of power.
She's in a position. Beat his ass and shoot him. Yes.
But you can't say she's not a victim, though. Even if she wanted it, it doesn't mean that she didn't know. You know what I mean?
If they said yes,
Oh, careful.
no. Steve, you wanted the real me.
I want the real you. Experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Back on. Okay. All right. So these ribs are delicious.
All right. You're questioning my thought on this.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
But let me ask you this. And I know it's just a movie, but it was factual. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Back in that time,
Okay.
women were getting married at the age of 13.
Right.
Did they not know they were getting married?
No, they're usually their father sold them for fucking cows or something.
Did they not know they were getting married?
No, they had no choice in it usually.
But they knew what was happening.
You're not gonna budge me on this. If some fucking 30-year-old teacher started fucking my 13-year-old daughter, that motherfucker would die.
That's a father outrage coming out.
Right, but even
I understand that, and I would be the same way.
So you're saying no? Let me just talk. Let's
Let me think about the culture. Back then,
okay,
it was totally acceptable
to the men.
for everyone.
Lord help me.
Even the mothers thought it was okay.
No, the mothers did not agree with this. I'm telling you right now. No, they did not.
The mothers were married at a younger age.
They didn't want to be.
But
it was usually some fat slob that they had to lay under.
But it was the culture.
It was a man's culture back then.
I agree. Men used to drag women by that back of their hair and just bend them over and say,
we're more civilized now.
I understand that.
Women have rights and feelings, and they're people. Women are people.
Women are more educated now than they ever been.
But 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old girls.
I'm not saying it's right.
Now, I'm telling you right now.
I'm not saying that's right.
Now, I'm not going to disagree. When I was young and I knew 15 and 16-year-old girls, they're not
the same as
innocent or whatever. Like they have feelings and they want this and that.
13,
and they
14,
might be
15-year-old girls nowadays are not like the 13, 14.
Right, but they might be attracted to that teacher or whatever. And whatever. But that does not mean that they're not victims of what he does.
If they're pushing the agenda.
Even if they're pushing it, you have to as the adult.
I agree. You have to be as an adult.
Because there are 14 and 15-year-old girls that are way more mature.
Say, no, this is not right.
Right?
I'm with you.
At least you agree with that.
I'm with you on that 100%.
And you would kill the 40-year-old guy that's
there's
maybe not kill him, but
right now I much wish he was dead.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay.
But we're not going to get into that.
Right.
But there is, I mean.
Now we also agree.
They don't know what they were doing.
But we also agree that culturally it's different for us, anyways. I don't know how about women feel about this, but with boys and with girls.
Oh yeah.
I was a 16-year-old boy in school.
No way that boy was a victim.
No, right.
There's no way.
I agree. I mean, I don't think he tried to play the victim card. He even said, his dad knew, his mom knew, everybody knew he was doing it with that teacher. Right. He didn't care.
Why press a charge against her now?
She got no charges. There's no charges against either teacher.
Good. There shouldn't be.
I don't know. There should be. Like, there's something wrong. Because she's an adult. Yeah, but she's an adult. You're a teacher in a school. You're the custodian of these children.
If you were 15 or 16,
and the teacher wanted,
and there was a teacher you was attracted to.
There were two of them in my school. I'd have done them right now.
All right then.
But that doesn't
like a victim.
No, I'd have been fine. But they're still predators.
Okay. Would you have felt that way while you were doing it?
Not for me. I mean, for the law, for society.
Okay, so then if somebody else butted into your business.
Oh, I'd have been mad at the kid that told on me.
And said, hey, they want to press charges against her because what they were doing to you. And it wasn't you doing it. Would you defend her?
I don't know. I mean, probably. But the thing is.
Why would you not defend her?
But the thing is, did you want.
Why would you not defend her?
Because I'm a kid. Who cares? I wouldn't care. Would you care?
All right.
I'm not in love with her.
Okay, but at that age, as a guy, would you not love the fact that a woman would teach you?
This is awesome.
How to treat a woman?
I would be okay. I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
right now we're talking about you. Don't
Me.
worry about anybody else. We're talking about you.
okay. Oh, I would defend it in my child, in my,
what I asked you.
with my child brain.
would you
I'd be like,
defend
no, she loves me or whatever. I would have been like,
Take love out of it. So
she's
you know
fucking me.
you would-
She's having sex with me. I would
and
be.
that's all you cared about.
Yeah,
At
that's-
that age, that's all you
cared about at that age, right?
So wouldn't you at that age want a woman
Yes, of
of
course.
that age to teach you
Yeah.
how to take care of a woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Not disagreeing with that at all. But as society, you cannot allow
Fuck
that.
society.
No, this is not fuck society.
Look who you're talking to. Fuck society. I don't care about society.
But these are teachers. They're
right.
the custodians that
But I'm
you
talking to you.
right.
If you were in this guy's situation, put yourself in this
Oh, I would be fine,
okay.
and he's fine.
Is he telling them why are we pressing
Yeah.
charges?
He's not mad at the situation at all
Okay. Why is this even a topic?
because it doesn't matter
Why?
because
If it doesn't matter, why? Is it
okay.
a
Well,
topic?
then I'll tell you why if you let me. As a society,
Fuck society.
no, you can't say that.
Yes, I can.
Can
But
you?
Society has nothing to do with it. It's
It
got to
does.
do with him and her.
No, it's not. Now,
No.
it's not.
This is between him and her.
It's not because
Why?
now these are the people that you've left in charge, and these are the custodians of your children that you let go to school. Are you saying that teachers are just allowed to fuck kids?
No.
There you are.
No.
You're
I'm
saying that.
between this woman and this
It doesn't
boy.
matter. No, you can't just have one.
Why?
Why?
Is she trying to fuck them all?
Two teachers were fucking him.
The same guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a stud.
Yes. Okay. Are they fucking all the other students?
I don't know. You can't allow that.
Any other students come abroad?
Can you allow that though?
Any other students came
But by
up,
your but by
have
your
any other
logic,
students came up and said, "Hey, she's doing the same thing to me."
right? But by your logic, you're saying it's
say-
okay.
No,
You are saying it's okay.
they all agreed.
Who?
The boy and
He's
the
not
two
old enough
women
to
that he was
agree.
with.
He's not old enough to agree.
Why?
Because that's the
2 more years,
society
he could
rules.
Put him in a war and he could lose
Yeah,
his life.
that's true. But he can't have a beer.
Exactly. Which is stupid.
He can't have sex or a beer, but he can go to war.
Exactly. And that's your argument?
No. Even Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. I'm just saying. Hold on.
She likes cigars.
Right. I'm just saying the problem there wasn't exactly their age. Like he was like 40 or whatever, and she was 18.
It's all
The
because
pro-
of office
hold
he
on.
was in.
It's the power position. He is in power. You're an intern. She is a teacher. You're a student. I don't see how you don't see a problem. There's a problem.
What? What's the problem? Explain to me the problem.
She's 30 years old and he's 16.
Okay.
And he's a child.
That knew how to have sex.
He know. To him, he's not a child. To him, he's fucking. But you weren't.
An older woman.
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. At 16,
I.
a 30-year-old woman come up to you. Say she's not even a teacher.
She's not a teacher. That's different.
Why?
She's not
It's
in a
still an
position
adult.
of power.
Wait a minute. It's still an adult that knows.
For society, yeah, they would be. It would be. There are laws. Where you say the rules, right? Don't we not have to live by these fucking rules?
Do people live by rules?
Pedophiles don't.
Is it a pedophile if they agree to it?
Tom,
I'm asking you.
you're
a question.
pushing the boundaries.
I'm asking you.
Yes, if they
Steve,
even
what
if
do-
they
what
even
do I do? What do I
push
do?
the boundaries. So
What am I trying to do right now?
antagonize me.
Am I trying to get you to convince you that you're wrong?
You're trying to get me to say fuck you.
Why this is such a fun?
It's fun, but okay. So, but we do agree.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
should
I know
adults-
you do.
Should adults target children? No.
No, right. Thank you.
Get that
End the
straight.
podcast. No,
No,
I'm
we're
just
not
kidding.
ending the
I'm
podcast.
kidding. I'm joking. All right, so, but yeah, no, that did spark a lot of conversation. I'm surprised it didn't spark more conversation.
Oh no, it deserves a lot of conversation.
And can I tell you something
Sure,
that
you can try.
is wrong? To me, this is what's wrong with men in the
There's
world.
a lot wrong with men.
Yeah. My daughter, who was on the podcast with me, started getting DMs from guys.
You've done a good job with your daughters.
I think so. I think they're great, but it had nothing to do with me.
They are.
They did
They're two very smart women.
They're great. But she started getting DMs from men on that podcast asking her very inappropriate questions, and they found her on the internet and they started asking her questions about whether she's this or that or whatever. And I'm like, why? It's my podcast. Why wouldn't you contact me? First of all, because I'm a man and you're scared of me or whatever. Not that anybody would be scared of me, but
your reflection?
Yeah, nobody's scared of me. But I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't they contact me and ask me that? You know what I mean? Like, they were.
It's not the same question. I mean,
well, she's my.
Well, I don't know what the questions were, so.
Well, okay, so it had to do with the.
And you don't have to say. I mean, it sounds like it was a little personal.
Well, you saw the podcast where she was saying that what I said to her, like, boys only want one thing. You know, the boys only want one thing. So she's
pretty much. I mean,
she
that's
made her
mainly go for. I mean,
it made her feel like that. She said that it made her feel like she's only worth one thing. That's her net worth or whatever.
I understand her
so guys started contacting her about that. Like, well, are you going to give it up? That's all you are, and all this shit. And so it's very infuriating to me how guys feel like women are.
But that just proves the point. That's what they think about. I mean,
that's all guys think about.
It is. I mean, that's one of their main.
But
can I get that?
But can I ask you this though? That you're a man, you grew up in this fucking world, and that's what's on your mind all the time.
And I tried talking my daughter until I was blue in the face to be gay.
Yeah,
I did.
I tried that too.
But unfortunately, there's women out there that are just as bad as men.
Okay, but you fell in love with one woman, and you may have been attracted to other women in your life. You probably were, but you didn't act on that. You weren't a piece of shit.
Well, I made it very. It probably wasn't right.
But I mean, you had self-control, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I made it very clear I was very open and honest with women, and let them know if a certain person ever came back into my life.
Yeah, you're talking about the times you guys were separated, but you've been together for 46 years or whatever. Yeah. Then there's 46 years you've seen other women that were attractive or whatever. You know what I mean? You're a fucking man. But
I'm a hell of a flirt. I mean,
yeah, you'll flirt
I'm a flirt, but the problem is when you act on it.
Right. So I'm just saying that you're a man though, and you're able to control yourself. I'm able to control myself. Like men will.
There's men out there that can't.
Yeah.
And that's what gets them in trouble.
But fucking control yourself, bro.
Right.
You're in control of yourself.
Right.
You have perfect. What do they call that? Bodily autonomy? I don't know if that means the same thing.
That's the reason it's never the girl's fault why she gets pregnant.
Fucking Tom. You always come back to the right side of things.
I mean, it's one of the things I told my son. I mean, don't ever come and tell me that a girl's pregnant and that she tricked you. Because that's never the case.
What do you think about that sour?
It's not as sour as it claims.
It's not.
It should be not be considered a sour.
It shouldn't.
No.
DuClaw, you've disappointed us. I like DuClaw though. They have some good beers.
I mean, it's a good beer. I mean, it's not bad.
It's a very good beer, but it's not a sour.
But it's not a sour.
It says Sour Me, right? They have a brand. They have a line of beers called Sour Me. They have a bunch of different beers.
I would call it sour.
Yeah, it's a good beer though.
Yeah,
I'd drink it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind drinking it again, but it's not a sour.
Well, I'm out of beers. Do you have more beer? I have one. Actually, I have one more beer. Ooh, they're in the fucking freezer.
We got that applesauce beer.
You want to drink that?
We can drink whatever. Like I said, I got a driver.
I put these beers in the freezer.
We got food. We got beer. I got a driver.
You got another rack of ribs?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay. I think that was pretty raw, bro. That's a real ass conversation. That's what I like. We get in these all the time, though. They're not. This isn't like
It's not new for us.
Yeah. Okay, this is
We can sit and talk the shit all you want.
Where's this Saucy Brew Works? Where's
It's out of Cleveland, I think.
Cleveland?
I think so.
Man, Cleveland's not known for their football teams.
That's for sure. That's the reason you support the Bengal stripes on your chair.
That's funny because I'm a Browns fan.
I know you are. That's the reason I pointed it out. That you support the Bengal stripes.
Tom said my fucking chair is a Bengals chair. It's terrible. Apple saucy.
They made some good moves this year.
I think the Bengals draft was really good. And I've been saying for a long time, if the Bengals had the Browns defense, they would be fucking unstoppable.
We'll see how it goes.
So this is Saucy Brew Works. Apple Saucy is the name of this beer. It's an apple ale.
Yeah.
I've never had an apple ale.
See, I wasn't sure what you had and what you hadn't had, so.
I've had a lot of fucking beers. Ken's brought a lot of shit in my life. I've never had this. Oh, it's a pretty cool can too.
Like I said, I got this Yellow Spring because it was the last two they had, and it said Yellow Springs.
I've had Yellow Spring, this brewery before, Yellow Springs Brewery, but I've never had this one. I thought it was pretty good.
All of them we've had so far tonight haven't been bad.
Well, Trotwood is fucking, you can't go wrong with that.
I used to grab a case of Trotwood for a guy at work up in Dole all the time because he used to like Trotwood.
This is the kind of brewery I like, though. These guys they printed their own labels for the can. You know, this is a printed label that's wrapped, that's stuck on, you know what I mean? It's a sticker they wrapped on the
Yours
can.
might not be as good because the can's all demolished.
That's fine.
You got the bad one. I'll trade you though.
No, but I just like, this is the kind of stuff I like, though. This brewery is like, this is a brewery. Like, Warped Wing is now like, they're like big time, you know what I mean? Like, they've hit the big time. This feels like it might be like a mom and pop.
Something I've noticed about you, though, here lately.
What, I'm gay?
No.
Oh.
Well, we've always known that. you like to cook.
I've been learning how to cook.
And that idea of the pasta dish that you made intrigued me.
Yeah? Man, that smells like apples.
That's not bad.
Does it taste appley?
Come up here and try this.
Appley. Is that a word?
It is now.
What do you mean it intrigued? What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
It was just fucking chicken parm.
we're supposed to say the camping trip.
Oh.
But, I mean, when we're cooking, you don't ever say, okay, let me get in there.
Dude, you put them gloves on and you go to work, bro.
I love it.
Yeah.
I do.
When it comes to cooking, I'm not getting in your way.
I love to cook.
Like, I just do the dishes and shit. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
It tastes like an apple cider almost, but it's a beer.
That's just it. It is a combination of apple cider, a cider company, and it's a collaboration.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's 5.5
Get my
alcohol.
old man glasses on. It's an ale brewed with apple juice. It's a collaboration between two companies. Saucy Brew works in collaboration with Blake's Hard Cider.
Blake's Hard Cider. Okay, because it almost tastes like apple cider, but it's a beer. You know what I mean?
Right. It's an ale combined with a cider.
Now, if you're going to say something about me cooking at camp, I don't know if you've seen a couple podcasts I had with Tammy and Rachel, but Tammy
All your podcasts.
Tammy wants to have a cooking contest between me and her we're going camping in a couple weeks.
There you go. Jump into it.
I think I might do it.
Jump into it.
I don't know how to cook, but I'm trying. I'm learning. I made that.
Cooking is not hard. The hardest thing I've found about cooking is getting flavor into things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we're white. I guess flavor comes.
We can't dance either.
We can't dance. We can't cook. I think flavor comes easy to every other ethnicity but us.
But yeah.
But these ribs were. I mean, you know a little bit about flavor. As wide as Lori is, I think you've had a Latino or two in your life.
Yeah, you white girl. I'll tell you what, though, she gets more compliments on her hair since she quit dyeing it.
Oh, she's beautiful. She always has been.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know.
I'm a lucky man. But as far as cooking the ribs,
So what are you saying on camp? You want me to try?
why not?
What am I going to do?
Whatever you want.
We're going to make hot dogs. Look, one of the greatest camp pictures we ever had was the chicken and corn picture on that.
Yeah, he got a lot of views on that.
That was awesome.
It tasted good though.
That was great. But you made chicken, was it chicken wings and
Chicken wings and corn.
And the corn on the corn on the cob all around? That's a great picture.
I'd much rather cook over the open fire than under the canopy like we do.
That's what I have a little bit of problems with camping. Well, I guess we'll talk about camping, but
yeah,
that's a different story. Camping's changed since COVID. No, COVID is my demarcation line.
Yeah,
like the Renaissance era, the Revolution era.
Yeah.
Now we have the COVID
era.
Yeah, the after COVID era or whatever. But so what do you want to talk about next?
Whatever you want to. I don't care.
You came with ideas.
Come with ideas,
dude.
I asked you the main question. I mean, that was the biggest misconception that people had of you.
I don't know. So we're
never really did answer it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I wouldn't even try to guess what people think about me.
It's good.
It's dark. It's dark up in here, man.
It shouldn't matter.
It does a lot.
But for me, I know for a fact that's what the biggest misconception of me is.
Yeah,
but that's because I love to argue. And I argue a lot.
And once again, even if you don't agree with the side that you're taking, matter. You just take it.
It don't matter. Just like the kid with the teacher.
Yeah, you don't give a shit what side you're on. You just want to argue. I used to be like that a lot.
It brings up conversation, though.
It does, actually. And there's nothing wrong with fucking exploring those.
Yeah, it needs to be had.
There's nothing wrong with exploring the different.
You're saying that like I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with exploring. Fuck you. There's nothing wrong with exploring the different sides of an argument because there's nothing is black and white. Nothing is. There's no right fucking answer.
The one thing I would like to do, and I still might do it, and I've had this idea for a while, and I might ask you to come and do a podcast on it, is I want to set up out my front yard, set up my smoker, start smoking some meat, set up a canopy, and put up a sign that says, "Let's talk." And just invite people to come in and just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Like, why do black women, and it is not just black women, I've noticed it with some white women. What the hell is up with these big-ass fake eyelashes?
Oh, I know.
I mean, that seems to be the thing right now.
What
the hell is up with these big-ass fake eyelashes?
I've seen that, too.
Is that a thing?
I don't know if they're trying. Another thing I don't like is those real long fake fingernails. That I don't like.
What? Why? What's the point of it?
I mean, it doesn't. Of course, it doesn't matter if I like it or not.
No, it don't.
It doesn't matter if you like it.
It doesn't matter if I like it or not.
Right.
Like I said,
but what the fuck?
I want to know why.
Yeah, that's because you're interested in the human psyche. Like,
right.
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? I mean, what makes you think that this looks good?
Those big eyelashes. I think they look like spiders.
Oh my gosh!
I can't stand it. There's a lot of white girls who do that too.
Well, I know. I was at Taco Bell the other day, and there was a girl that had eyelashes that was this freaking long. It's like, what the frick is the point?
Have you been to the Buc-ee's yet?
Yeah, that was so disappointing.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'd never been to a Buc-ee's.
We tried one of their brisket sandwiches, and it was good. It wasn't bad, but
everything else.
Everything you hear about Buc-ee's, it's a place to get gas and eat.
Yeah, it's a gas station.
Yeah, it's a place to get gas and eat.
I was talking
if you want to go get gas and eat something, go to Buc-ee's. They got a selection, no doubt about it. As far as being a small mall, no.
Have you been to QT?
What?
The QT Quick Trips. There's
some Quick Trips. I mean, to me, it's just like a.
But they have brisket though. Is what I'm saying. Like,
when I go to a gas station, I'm looking to eat.
I'm a truck driver. It's a truck. No, it's a truck stop. Buc-ee's is not a truck stop. They don't allow trucks. No trucks.
Which surprises me.
Every Buc-ee's, no trucks. 200 gas pumps.
Yeah. And why are you not allowing trucks?
No trucks.
That would be your biggest
draw.
Oh,
yeah. But they're huge. They don't care because their opening weekend here in Dayton, Ohio was a record breaking weekend for them.
Well, people were coming from Canada to come to Buc-ee's, and we went there just like a week or so ago, and it's like we went in there and thinking it was going to be more like, okay, it's going to be like a small grocery store and like a little mall. We're looking for somebody that sells freaking ring bologna. Is what we're looking for.
What the fuck is that?
Ring bologna?
You mean bologna with the that's packaged like a...
Well, no, ring bologna. I mean, it's I'm sure you've seen like kielbasa and stuff, like that small sausage that's like packaged in like a ring. Well, they do bologna the same way.
Oh, they don't have that?
Well, and you can cut it up in little slices and put it on crackers and cheese. It's perfect size.
Man, I love some bologna.
Yeah. And we love bologna with crackers and cheese, and we use it as a late night snack. And
nobody sells that? You have to get off of Amazon?
Myers used to.
But
Covered Wagon sells it, but the brand they sell sucks. So
the first Buc-ee's, they built this Buc-ee's in Huber.
Right, and the next closest one is 500 some miles away.
The first Buc-ee's I ever went to was on our way to Mississippi. In Alabama. That's the first. I'm like, they built a Buc-ee's 10 minutes from my house. And the first one I ever went to was in Alabama. Yeah. But I loved it. I haven't been to this one in Huber. That's what I'm worried about. I have a friend of mine that told me, he said it sucked.
I mean, they pay well.
He hated it. Oh, yeah.
They got a sign out front that displays all their pay scale.
Yeah. They pay pretty good.
Really
for a gas station, they pay great.
I mean, just for your lowest pay is $18 an hour. And then if you work Saturday, you get an extra $2. If you work Sunday, you get an extra $4.
Yeah.
So they pay well. So if you're looking for a job, go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah. Well, also you can't have gauges, earrings. You can't have tattoos anywhere visible to work there. They don't allow none of that. They don't allow piercings.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but
me neither.
They don't allow it. So
me and Christy actually just got a father and daughter tattoo.
What'd you get?
We got.
Oh man, she loves horror.
Well, she loves Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
And the chef knife for Michael Myers.
That's what you always wear every year for Halloween.
Yes.
If people don't know.
I think that's one of the reasons she likes Michael Myers. And
that's awesome. I like that.
He carries a chef knife. For me, I love to cook.
Yeah.
So that's the connection for me. And I collect skulls.
Yeah.
So I got skulls in my knife.
What's in her knife?
Michael Myers.
Really?
It's a Michael Myers in hers. So we got a father.
When did you guys do that?
We just done it this year.
Nice.
So we got a father-daughter. I mean, that's not necessarily the most typical father-daughter, but we're not the most typical father-daughter people. I mean,
you raised two great kids too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
your kids are awesome.
I feel like we've always told them they can come to us with anything they wanted to talk about, and I think that came across with her. I mean, Joey can too. He can come to me with anything, with either one of us. But with Christy, I think it came to fruition because she worked at Dole when I first. She actually referred me to Dole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she asked me if I'd be interested, and she got me in contact with the people at Dole, and that's how I actually got hired at Dole. Is through Christy. But she started dating a guy.
Isn't that where she met her husband?
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Yes. She actually fired her husband.
She fired him?
From Dole. Yes, because he yeah. So that was fun.
That's fun.
But
they're great, man.
Chris is very good to her.
Yeah.
He makes her very happy. Couldn't ask for a better son-in-law. But she we can talk about anything, and that's the good thing about it. She actually sent me a picture one time, and Lori's probably going to give me a look on this one. She sent me a picture one time and said, "This is what I'm getting," and it was actually a picture of Chris's dick. So
she is fucking hilarious.
Chris is actually very endowed.
Ain't none of my business.
He's not a Murray. Let me.
Oh Lord, don't be jealous.
But no, he makes her very happy. So
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I like him, man. I don't really know Christy that much, or even Joey. I mean, I've met them. I mean, I know them, but I don't know them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my kids, you don't have a relationship with my kids. You know them.
Right.
But what I do know of them, though, they're very level-headed and.
I've got to know your daughters more by watching your podcast. Ariel, we've landed on the damn moon.
You hear that? She's great though.
I think you're great.
She lives in her own.
We've landed on the damn moon.
Yeah, we've been there. Actually, we're actually going back. They're actually going to start bringing people up there.
Yeah, we're going to build a base station there. We're going.
Everybody's like, why? Well, why not? That's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, they discover we're $37 trillion in debt. Who gives a shit?
I can't wait till you Jessica do the one on Ghost Hunters.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm all in on Ghost Hunters. I watch Ghost Hunters every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, and they got a Ghost Hunters channel. It's great.
Jessica used to really be into that. And then,
well, the good thing about Ghost Hunters, they go out to prove that it's not paranormal.
oh, really?
Yeah, that's their biggest thing.
See, I took the other side of it. And so Jessica used to talk to me about it all the time. I'm like, I don't believe in that shit. So she quit talking to me about it.
You have it has to be very paranormal for them to say.
What do you think about
and orbs? Orbs are bullshit to them. They will not in any way think an orb has got anything to do with the paranormal.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know who Matt Rife is? Matt Rife, he's a comedian.
Not my name.
Do you know the there was there's like a movie, a trilogy about the people that would go and investigate paranormal stuff, and they had a house, and I think it's up in New York or upstate New York or something. And there was a doll.
Dolls are the creepiest.
Yeah, that was I wish I knew the movie franchise, but when the last person died in this family, he bought their house and so he now has that control of that doll and shit. The doll's supposed to be like haunted as fuck, but they would have all this haunted memorabilia and stuff. What the fuck is the name? Somebody in the chat tell me what the name of that franchise is. Is that camera on me or you?
It's on you and me. It's on the back of my head and you.
Hey, bitch, I'm over here.
You're
man.
there. You're there.
Okay, but so paranormal stuff freaks me out. Maybe that's why I don't fuck with it. I'm going to tell you right now. I
love the paranormal, but I will not mess with the Ouija board.
When I was a kid, do you remember Gloria and Gary lived next door to me? My grandma.
Gibson.
Not
Gibson. I'm sorry. Gibson.
Right?
Groff.
Oh, Roth. No, Groff.
Yeah, there's Gloria Gibson now, but Gloria Gibson, Groff then.
Yeah, and their daughter Missy was a good friend of my sister's, and we were best friends.
A very good friend of yours. It's the first story of the fishing trip.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we were going to.
But anyways, when I was a kid, I was like 14 or 13 or 14. I was at my grandma's.
You know, she's in prison now.
Yeah, it's fucking rough, dude.
Go ahead.
I had what I think was a dream, but I was in their house, and there was like a demon or something that fucking got like I couldn't, like I felt like I was awake. And I was trying to talk. I was trying to scream. I couldn't make a sound. I was paralyzed and fuck, I couldn't say anything. So paranormal shit just scares the shit out of me ever since then.
So you believe in the paranormal?
Okay, but I don't. I'll say I don't. But it's inside me probably. You know what I mean? Like,
well, if you had an event like that, how can you say you don't?
Well, because I don't want to explore it. You know what I mean?
So you're trying to deny it.
Yeah.
Say it's not real what it is.
Yeah. That's probably the truth.
I mean, there's been time. I mean, our house was built in 1904. There's all kind of noises in the house.
Yeah.
And there was one day and I know for a fact, I heard something. I don't know why. I heard, it was, I mean, my mom died in our house twice.
Really?
Yeah, I found her dead in our house twice. And I know for a fact I heard somebody or something call my name. What it was, I don't know. But, you know, and I'm not saying there's my
Right.
mom's spirit or anything like that is in the house. But that day, I heard something.
Right.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. So I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch the Paranormal Caught on Camera. Have you ever watched Paranormal?
No, I don't watch it.
Why?
Cause
I mean, there was a lady who had the one thing that
I'm not scared of a lot, but I'm scared of ghosts.
the only thing I'm scared of is Ouija boards.
Why?
Fuck Ouija boards. No, because Ouija boards can bring in evil spirits.
Oh,
You don't know what you're bringing in with a Ouija board.
so if you open that port, that
My daughter Christy came into the house one time, and she had a purse, and it had the design of a Ouija board. I said, "Why the fuck did you bring that into the house?" And right after that, I told her to get it out of the house.
get it out of here.
And it was around Christmas time, and we gave the kids hoverboards for Christmas.
Yeah.
Her daughter got on it and broke her wrist. Right after that,
So you think
she took and burned that purse.
really?
Yeah.
See, she fucking
There's
lives.
well, there's other things. I mean, we used to set out in my garage on broom ball, and it has nothing to do with the Ouija board, but this is more superstition than anything. We was out there one night, and we were smoking up a storm.
We don't do drugs.
Steve don't do drugs. Weed is legal.
Tell the federal government that.
But it's not legal federally. But
Yeah.
stately is legal. We used to bend a boat, broke a bunch of bolts is what we used to call it, so the kids wouldn't know what the hell we were talking about. And I had a ceramic skull in my hand, and I dropped it, and it just bounced off the concrete. Okay, I thought, okay, this thing, and I really don't want to say this word, but I'm going to say it. I said it was very durable. And then 5 minutes later, I dropped it and it broke into pieces. And ever since that day, everybody that was in there that day, that was a part of that, if they said that word after that, they had a week of bad luck.
So that's why you don't want to say the word.
Exactly. And my daughter, she said it, and she wasn't even there that day. And she said it one time, and for a week, she had nothing but bad luck. So I try to avoid that word. It's superstition. I mean,
Yeah.
it's bullshit.
Well,
But why take the chance?
yeah, that's what these movies are based on.
Yes.
So I wonder if I said durable. I wonder if I've said that like every day or something, because I've had like 28 years of bad luck.
You relate it any way you want.
Fuck that word. I'm never saying that word.
But yeah, I mean, I avoid that word.
So it was just the people. Oh, it was the people there and the people associated with you, maybe.
That event.
So that has nothing to do with me.
No. It was
Yeah.
basically the people that had to do with that event.
Okay. So my bad luck is just something else.
Your bad luck. You got to find a reason for it.
Oh my God. All right, Tom, I think it's been great, man.
Are we done?
What do you think? You want to do another beer?
I don't care.
Oh, God damn it. You know what? I do got another beer.
Bring it out.
All right. So this podcast might go for hours.
Okay.
How long have we been on?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Not at all.
We
228.
got more ribs.
Oh, we do got more ribs. I was looking at this one. I think I might eat that
I
one.
still got another slab over there.
Oh, my God. And extra
I might have
sauce.
to take a restroom break, but
Bathroom's right down the hall. I cleaned it today
it
just
don't
for
matter.
you.
I can step outside.
I knew you were going to be here today.
I can go in your parking lot. It don't matter to me.
Just don't go in the house in the corner or something.
Why?
That's weird.
I'm weird.
All right, next beer. I think I'm going to end the Twitch live, though. The only person that's been in here has been Resin. And the only person watching now is me.
It don't matter. We're having a good time.
Does anybody know you're on here?
I don't know. I didn't tell anybody.
Good. I don't want nobody to know. Just kidding. Yeah, I love this hat, dude. It's fucking awesome. Do you have one of these too?
Yep. Rick and Mikey's got one too.
No shit.
Yep.
All right. I know what we're wearing next week.
Yep. Got some more ribs, huh? Yeah, there's still another one here. I can cut this other slab. This other slab's sort of curvy.
Lori, did you know you were going to be here all day? Okay.
Get me and Steve talking. We can shoot the shit.
This might be the last beer.
Really?
I don't have any other beers. Now, I mean, we could break into stuff I've already drank on the podcast, but I think,
Like I said, when me and you get together, it don't matter.
let's see, we drank
We've drank 5 so far.
3 of yours and 2 of mine, and we're getting ready to drink a third one. This is, I like the name, and that's why I bought this. Usually, if you know anything about me, you know that I choose my beers by the can, by what it looks like.
By the way it looks. Well, no, I mean, that's the reason I grabbed this one from Yellow Springs. It was the last 2 they had.
This is KCBC, Kings County Brewing Collective. The Flintstones Double IPA.
IPA?
Now, usually IPAs are very hoppy, but
It's like a lager.
when they do double IPAs, they're not as hoppy.
You said, so this is a double IPA?
It's a double IPA. You say it looks like a lager?
Well, I mean, it's a little darker than a lager. But
The can design is crazy because it says the Flintstones, but it's just a bunch of sharks. There's no Flintstones in this.
yeah, there's no Flintstones at all.
And that's a hop. You know what hops look like? Weed. Look like bud.
I got some weed that I bought. I got like 1.5 ounces of weed that I bought while I was working. And my little woman over there, the genius that she is, I love her for it. We vacuum sealed it
Yeah?
so I could save it. So
Is it good shit?
I don't know. I haven't smoked any of it.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you quit after you had a heart attack.
I quit smoking weed in 2012. The only time I smoke is when I go on the fishing trip.
But you had a heart
I
attack,
had a
right?
heart attack in 2012, and I had a stent put in.
What was that? Can I ask you what that, like, how did you know what was going on?
I did not know.
You had no idea?
No, I thought I had heartburn. I tried taking some Tums to take care of it. We had made some homemade conies that day. And I and for some reason, I have not had homemade conies. Since then, we just had homemade conies probably about 2 months ago. Yeah. For the first time since 2012. For no reason, because I go to Skyline all the time. I love their conies.
Yeah, I do too.
But I hadn't had any conies, homemade conies, for a long time.
So you just thought you had heartburn?
Yeah, I just thought I had heartburn. I mean, you see all this stuff on TV where people's left arm hurts and all that. I had none of that. We had a nurse at Dole, and she called Lori every night that I was in the hospital, checked to see what my readings are. She goes, "Did you vomit?" I said, "I tried to vomit to force myself to, because I felt like I had heartburn, so I tried to force myself to vomit."
So you were at work?
No, I was at home.
Oh.
But we went to urgent care. They were closed.
But what made you go? Like, you just couldn't shake the heartburn?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was something going on. I thought I had heartburn. I went to bed. I took Tums thinking that would take care of it. That didn't take care of it. So I went to bed. It's like, all right, something's just not right. I mean, I didn't know for sure. But your body knows. It lets you know that something's just not right.
Right.
I told Lori, I said, "Hey, something's just not right. We need to go." So we went to urgent care. They were closed. So then we went to the hospital. We went to Good Sam, which was still open at the time.
Yeah, Good Sam's gone. That's where I was born.
Yeah, me too. So was Lori. I mean, we were all born at Good Sam.
My kids were born there.
Yeah.
It's gone.
They hooked me up to an EKG. They said, it's not heartburn. I said, okay. So they took me back. They took me back in this room. And they were checking me out. And this girl's getting ready to shave me. I said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And I counted all the women. And I told Lori when she came back here, I said, there's 7 women. They told me to get naked. And, you know, for a guy, that's a great moment.
Yeah.
No matter what else is going on.
Yeah.
When you got 7 women.
I'm dying, but
7 women tell you to get naked. But I was having a heart attack.
Really?
Yeah.
And so they just casually, like, when they were getting ready to shave, like, they wanted to shave you, did they tell you why? Like,
yeah. They said you're having a heart attack.
A massive heart attack in your left arm, was it?
No, my left arm wasn't hurting at all. But I guess if...
Did you have flutters or, I mean...
I had no idea I was having a heart attack.
Okay.
But I guess if you start having head sweats...
I have those...
And you're vomiting. The vomiting, I tried to induce myself to get rid of the heartburn. So I didn't think nothing of it. But then they took me into the room and they put this heavy weighted blanket on me so I wouldn't move. I was awake the whole time. And they went in and put a stent in.
They cut you open while you were awake?
Yeah. Yep.
No, like...
They numb you a little bit. But they, you know, I sat there and watched it on camera.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I would have been out.
No, it was actually sort of interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that... I guess you might want to see what's inside you.
What's going on with your body.
Yeah.
They kept me in for a few days. I was back out. And the hardest thing for me was one day when she was unloading groceries, and I went to grab a 12-pack of Pepsi. And she told me, no, you're not allowed to be lifting that. And that was hard. That was hard to hear.
So
as a man, somebody to tell you that you cannot lift a 12-pack of Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
That was hard.
They cut you open while you're watching?
Well, when you say cut you open, it's not up here.
No?
It was down right below the balls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They came in that?
Yeah, they came in through like the thigh of the leg.
Really?
And they went in and they put the stent in. Right now, I got an aneurysm on the aorta right now.
What does that mean? Like it's a clot?
If it burst, I could die in an instant.
Really?
Yes.
And they can't do anything about it?
Well, they're keeping a close eye on it, and once it gets to a certain size, they'll go in and take it out and replace it.
You can lift a 12-pack of Pepsi now?
Why the fuck are we waiting?
Yeah. But you can lift a 12-pack now?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how long did that...
That was just for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
But that was a hard thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're being told, okay, don't be a man.
Yeah.
Just stop doing what you're doing. And for me, that was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Being told that you couldn't do something that you're used to doing all the time.
How old were you when this happened?
That happened in 2012. And that's when I quit smoking weed.
So that's 13 years ago.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, 13, 14 years.
Yeah, that was in October 12th of 2012.
Wow. So I was 40 something.
Yeah.
You were
2012.
50 something.
That was 40. I mean, that was 14 years ago. So
how old are you? I mean,
I'm 65.
65 and I'm 50. So you're 10 years, exactly 10 years older than me. Not month to month or whatever.
I'm an old pup.
No.
I've been a member of that club for a long time.
Man, that's crazy though. I've never really, like you said, it's on TV. Like people are like, oh, you know.
Right, and that's what you consider as being the signs of a heart attack, and it's not like that at all. At least it wasn't for me. I went to bed. You know, I went to bed thinking everything was fine. I was going to be fine, and then as I was laying in bed, okay, we got to go.
So did you have like blocked arteries or something? Did they tell you what it was?
My arteries were 85% clogged.
Really?
Yeah.
So I go to the doctor every 3 months because I had diabetes. So they give me blood tests all the time, and my arteries are clogged, but they're giving me medication to try to take care of it or whatever.
So you're on cholesterol medicine.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm on Lipitor.
Yeah, me too. Lipitor.
I'm given 80 milligrams.
I don't know what milligrams, but
You don't know what milligrams?
I just eat what they tell me.
What's wrong with you? Why don't you know?
I don't, because I don't have a wife that tells me. I'm pretty sure Lori's told you what you got. No, bullshit. Lori has told him several times what he's actually taken.
Got to do with you. She had no idea what I'm taking.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
She got the information in her purse.
When I go to the pharmacist and they go, "Do you have any questions?" I go, "No, fuck you."
Yeah, I tell them I don't have any questions. It ain't none of their business.
I don't want to know. What are you guys going to tell me that my doctor hasn't already? No, no, I don't. I just know I'm taking Lipitor, and I'm on Ozempic for my diabetes.
Ozempic?
Yeah. It's not for fat loss. People think Ozempic is for fat loss. It's not. Ozempic suppresses your blood sugar spikes.
I thought Ozempic would help you lose weight.
Yeah, that's what
I think Rick's on Ozempic.
You're
only allowed to be on it for like 3 months, though, right?
No, I've been on Ozempic for years.
What? Rick said on something he was only about to be allowed on for 3 months, and he has to be off for 6.
Not Ozempic. Like if he's on like the GLP-1s, there's different ones. They're for fat. Some are for fat loss. Ozempic, I'm on it for diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes, so it just helps suppress my blood sugar levels. Like it doesn't, like if I eat ribs.
So you're pretty fucked up.
No. Wait. Hey. No, I'm not fucked up. Maybe. But no, it just suppresses my blood sugar levels. So if I eat ribs normally, if I'm not taking my Ozempic.
So are you diabetic, are you?
I have type 2 diabetes.
Do you?
Yeah. If you don't have type 2 diabetes, you can take Ozempic and it will help you lose weight or whatever.
Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Are you doing insulin shots and all that?
No, I'm not insulin dependent yet. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to keep from getting there. Once you get there, then you really have to fight to keep your CDL. They won't let you have a CDL if you're insulin dependent unless you can prove that you're keeping your blood sugar under in certain ranges.
You're not just keep your job.
Yeah, I have to keep my job. There's the only reason I'm not eating cake right now is because I need to keep my job. I would love to have a big fat piece of chocolate. Am I lying? Ozempic, me and Ozempic have a great relationship. Ozempic allows me to eat a piece of cake if I want. No, I've been doing really good on my diet, Tom. I'm not trying to lose weight or anything. Yeah, I'm trying to stay alive. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm trying to stay alive.
When I was wearing a dole, we lost a good guy. I mean, he died at a very young age. I mean, we lost him.
Well, didn't Boyd?
People at Dole.
Boyd lost both of his feet to diabetes.
See that? And we lost a guy at Dole, but just because he wasn't taking his blood pressure medicine.
Right.
He died in the shower.
Yeah. So I take my blood. I have high blood pressure too. Remember the year I couldn't go on the fishing trip because I couldn't pass my physical.
2 years you couldn't go on the fishing trip, and you just made up excuses. I have no idea.
But Chris's dad, he lost both of his feet to diabetes.
Who's dad?
Chris Armstrong.
Oh, Boyd, my uncle.
Yeah, Boyd. He lost both of his.
Boyd was one of my uncles that he was out there.
And he was a truck driver, but
I love Boyd.
He lost both of his feet to diabetes.
Boyd was one of those. He would always come to our family reunions, and he'd think he was hiding his beer, but he never was.
That's how my grandpa was.
Cup. He always had his cup of beer.
Smelled like beer and cigars.
Yeah.
Boyd was the first person. He killed a rabbit one year, and he brought it home. And me and Mike and Chris, I don't know, 12 or whatever. He's in the garage, skinning, like, I've never seen he peeled the skin off this rabbit. It was awesome. And I'm like, that's badass, man.
You need to have Chris on here one time.
I would love to have Chris on here. Chris don't talk to me anymore.
Chris never shuts the fuck up.
He don't talk to me at all.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. He just don't talk to me.
He never shuts the fuck up.
He's my cousin, but he just don't talk to me.
You would never get a word in.
That'd be great. I don't want to talk.
Oh my gosh, he's my cousin. Damn.
When do you talk to him?
He comes over on Saturday nights every night.
Well, let me know. I mean, I don't know. I'd like. Chris has some stories.
Oh my!
That would blow your mind.
Oh my gosh!
I love Chris, dude.
His Walmart stories are crazy.
Yeah. He used to tell me, he's like, he was a supervisor in his department or whatever, and he would tell his guys sometimes, he'd have to go up to him and go, there's a fine line between stalking and stalking because you're looking at the girls too much. Stock the shelves. But yeah, Chris is great. I would love to talk to Chris again. I don't know.
His Walmart stories are crazy.
Every now and then I see his daughters on Facebook, but I'm not going to friend him or anything because I have that's weird. But I met him, but I have a kind of a connection to him, but I don't. You know what I mean? I remember Courtney when me and Melinda were first together, and we had Ariel, and then Jessica was just
Courtney
born.
would probably been the one hitting on your wife.
Yeah, probably. But we were living in the same apartment complex. Like they lived right behind us in Inglewood.
Probably a reason for that.
I like Courtney, man.
I did too. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. Courtney but the whole thing was great. But Chris is one of the. He's just
let's face it. Chris was a virgin for a long time.
A long time, but once he wasn't, he
went all in.
But he's a Murray. I know he's not a Murray, but he's a Murray.
Oh, I don't know though. He's into the stripper girls.
He loves women.
No, they ain't got nothing to do with women. He loves strippers.
Yeah, I do too. I just wasn't he was way better looking than me. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm just saying.
Had nothing to do with women, with looks at all.
Oh, it does.
No, it
Dude, he had game, bro. Most guys are not bringing strippers home. Chris had a fucking plethora. Okay.
Well, because he said, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I don't know what his game was.
For a long time, he didn't.
I don't know what his game was, but he had a game. I'm going to eat another piece of rib. Is that all right?
Man, dude, chew it up. We got another whole slab.
I like the burnt piece.
Burnt ends. Have you ever had burnt ends from brisket? That's the best part of the brisket.
That's an actual item you can order.
Yep. Burnt ends.
Man.
It's usually made from the flat.
This is so good.
Because you got the point and you got the flat. The point is usually the fatty end of it.
And
the flat is usually what they make burnt ends from.
When I bought my smoker, I wanted to make brisket.
You got a smoker?
No, this was years ago.
Well, no, you said you bought a smoker. What did you buy?
It was an electric fucking box.
Okay. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
But when I bought it,
something you can smoke in, you're fine.
But I was in Inglewood, and I started going to different butchers, different grocery stores, trying to get a brisket. And I wanted a certain cut. I forget which one. There's 2 cuts of brisket.
They're flat in the point.
I wanted a flat. And none of these fucking butchers knew what I was talking about. I had to go all the way to Union to get a fucking flat.
I haven't been there yet, and I want to go up there. There's a butcher. Actually a butcher shop. Land's closed.
Yeah, I know. They were huge.
It's not open to the public anymore.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that supplied the sausage to Marion's Pizza.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're the makers of the sausage that goes on. You've had Marion's Pizza.
Tom, this is good as shit, dude. Yeah, Marion's is a staple.
Yeah. There's a butcher shop on Dixie Drive up there. It used to be basically the, I don't know, like the titty bar strip. Come on, we both know that's what it used to be. But there's a butcher shop on Dixie Highway. I haven't been there yet. I want to go there. I want to see about getting some beef bones so I can make some beef broth.
Sorry.
Oh, go for it. I'm anxious to hear your opinion.
I was just going to say, COVID not only wiped out like most people's lifestyle. Oh, do you remember the tornadoes? They took out living room. The tornadoes. Remember, we had 13 tornadoes hit Dayton one time.
I was at work the night of the Trotwood tornado. And Laura was home by herself. And I couldn't get home.
Man, this shit is too good.
I know the night I tried to get home to her, something that normally would take me 45 minutes to get home. It took me 3.5 hours to get home. Not a tornado that went through Trotwood. Because I tried to go my normal way, which would be come down 70, get off at Hoke, come down and go down Union.
It destroyed Union.
Well, when I went down Union, it was closed off right there between Salem and Westbrook.
Yeah.
It was closed off because there was stuff across the lane.
It fucking destroyed those homes.
I said, okay. So I went out around that way and went down and tried to go down Hope. Same thing.
Yeah.
So I tried to go down. I left there and went down and tried to go down Main Street to Needmore.
It took out.
And tried to go down Needmore was closed off. Couldn't go that way.
It took all that shit.
I ended up going down.
There were 13 tornadoes hit us
I ended up going down Main Street and hitting Philadelphia, which would come up by Meadows of Catalpa.
Yeah.
And Needmore right there.
The Marquee Bar right there was destroyed.
Yep.
Everything
and right there at Meadows of Catalpa and Needmore.
You know, one of the funniest things right there where you're at, that neighborhood back there behind the Marquee, I had no idea it was there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew it was there. You knew it was a neighborhood back there.
Right.
But there was all these trees and shit. Well, you couldn't see it because all the trees and everything. The tornado took them all out. Yeah. And you're like, oh, there's houses back there?
Yeah. But I come up Philadelphia there to Needmore, which is Turner Road, right there at that intersection. And there were power lines down. And I had to drive across live power lines.
So you come home the same night, right after the tornadoes?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I couldn't leave work to get there. And I drove up Philadelphia to Turner Road, which is Needmore. And there was power lines across the road that were sitting there arcing. And I said, fuck it, I'm driving across them. So I drove across the power lines that were arcing. So I drove across those, turned up Turner Road.
Well, by this time you're frustrated, right?
Oh, yeah, because I'm just trying to get home to her.
Yeah.
Because she was home by herself. And so I drove up across the power lines at Turner Road and went up Turner Road, and there was bulldozers there clearing the road.
Wow.
Getting the trees and stuff off the road. They were pushing them across the road.
I mean, it was bad right there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's right.
My grandma's house was right by Hararena.
Hararena was gone.
Hararena was gone. It missed her house. Like, there was 2 houses down was destroyed.
And right there, they were bulldozers clearing the road. And luckily, they were clearing the road, and I was able to go across Turner Road. And I was able to go down and got to Free Pike. And I went down Free Pike, and I finally made it home. And it took me 3.5 hours to get home, a 45-minute drive.
You just want to get home to your wife.
Right. And I get home, and she's laying in bed asleep.
Lori. Look,
it's like, what the fuck?
Look, you're getting emotional telling the story.
Yeah.
And she's at home, like reading a book and then fell asleep.
Yeah.
Probably had a book on her chest while she was fucking out.
She was laying in bed asleep, which I was grateful for.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no doubt.
But I just broke down and cried and told her I was sorry I couldn't be there. But yeah, that was a very emotional night, the night of the tornado.
It's so weird because I lived right up here. That's when I lived behind the Dayton Mall up here. And I knew there was going to be storms and shit that night, but I went to sleep. Fucking woke up the next morning, tried to drive to work. I had no idea anything had happened.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was a terrible night.
It was for everybody else, but for me, I had no idea.
I mean, the area back there where Newfields, I don't know if you know what Newfields is back in that area. I mean, those big $250,000 homes, they were destroyed. I
delivered to Amazon, like I said earlier, but it was after the tornadoes, and I was having to go to these neighborhoods in Trotwood and all up to Salem Avenue, north of, do you remember the old Duff's, was it, Smorgasburg. Remember that? This is north of that. But up in that
Like there
neighborhood,
were Cub Foods and everything. Though.
Cub Foods and all that shit. Yeah. But up north of that, it fucked them up. I mean, they were destroyed up there.
Yeah, those apartments and everything back there. I mean,
yeah.
They, to my knowledge,
they're still
I
rebuilding,
think
right?
they still have like new canvases and stuff on the roofs.
Yeah.
That they haven't fixed yet.
All through Needmore, you were talking about Needmore, where you were at on Needmore Main Street. Those apartments, if you're going towards Dixie,
yeah, by the Boy Scout area and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean it was like weird. That took the whole like you could see, like it was like the third or fourth apartment in. Yeah. You could see inside because it took everything. I mean those were big, massive tornadoes.
Old Salem Bend and back there along Denlinger, back there where the senior citizen. Friendship Village.
Yeah.
Back there.
Yeah, Friendship Village.
I mean, not Friendship Village itself, but across the street.
Ain't that weird?
Half those houses were gone, and you could see half inside the houses where half the stuff was gone.
My grandma, like, she lived right by her arena. 2 houses down, the house gone, like just destroyed. Yeah. Everything. And she almost had like remorse. Like it's weird because
I mean, you felt bad for the people.
I mean, why did it not hit me? Why did it hit everybody around
them and not me?
Yeah, it's so weird. Tornadoes are weird, man. Like they will leave a house untouched and the house right next door destroyed.
Some of my favorite movies is Twister.
I love Twister, dude.
Have you seen Twisters?
No.
Twisters is just as good.
No way.
Yeah.
I won't watch it.
Oh, watch it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're saying that because you love Helen Hunt.
I love Helen Hunt. You're not going to replace Helen Hunt. Twisters is like the remake, right?
Yeah, but it's a good movie.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Dude, Paxton was great in Twisters.
Oh, Bill Paxton was great.
He was great. Yeah. That movie it's untouchable. What? Twisters. You're saying Twisters is just as good?
Yeah, because they got the car where they go in to fight the tornado. They got these augers that go off the vehicle that go down into the ground to hold the vehicle in place.
Why didn't they have that in Twisters? It wasn't invented yet?
They didn't have the knowledge.
It should hold it. No, they had. I love Twisters. That was a great movie. And his wife hated Helen Hunt. It was fucking good. I hated her too. Yeah, I hated his wife. Yeah, shut up, bitch.
Snooty.
You're not Helen Hunt.
She was snooty. Yeah, no, she wasn't. I'm a fan of Helen Hunt.
Right? But that was a fucking devastating era for us.
Helen Hunt. I know you're a fan of Helen Hunt.
Oh, I love Helen Hunt.
Have you seen the movie with her and Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
A little disappointing.
You know what's weird
sort
with
of like the nude scene with Diane.
Can I ask you a question? 'Cause you're a man.
Am I?
Yeah. We've established that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. When you watch movies, I got in trouble a few years ago on Facebook.
I get in trouble because I pay too much attention to detail.
Okay, well, I got in trouble on Facebook a couple years ago because there was the television show, Yellowstone.
That's one of my wife's shows.
I've never watched it, but there was a spinoff, 1863 or something. I forget what it was called.
I mean, the biggest spinoff I watch now that's got to do with that is Marshall.
But this spinoff,
pretty good actually.
The spinoff was on like Netflix. It was a movie. It was just like a prequel to Yellowstone. Right. And there was a girl in this show, the daughter. Her name was Beth, I think, or whatever. And she was like 18 or something in the show. I hope she was 18.
You're hoping.
But I Google every show.
You that pedophile stage at Craig.
Right. I'm in trouble sometimes. But I Google almost every show I watch.
Is it against the law?
I'm not a teacher, bro. I'm not a teacher. No, I'm not a teacher.
If you're a teacher or not.
Lord help me. I'm not a teacher. Okay, but every show I watch, like if there's a hot girl or decent, just any girl, this is weird. Why am I talking about this?
I don't know. It's weird.
I always Google like so-and-so actress, and then I put the word nude after it because I want to see if they've been nude.
Well, see that.
Do you do that?
Well, no. What I do, and Lori can vouch for this. And I probably shouldn't admit this.
Lori, help me.
I shouldn't have probably admit this, but she'll agree with it 100%.
Lori, help us.
She will agree to this 100%. I am a fashionista.
What do you mean? You care about what they're wearing?
Yes.
Oh my God damn it.
Yes, I criticize women more for what they're wearing than anything. I criticize people. Why do not their friends look at them and say, do not go out and wear this? I will let her know if her hair is too puffy.
It's not.
Yeah, I do.
Not right now.
I do not want her to go out and look silly.
Why? Hold up.
No.
No. Stop.
There is
full
no,
stop.
No,
full stop.
You can say that all you want.
Full stop. You don't give a shit what anybody thinks about you.
But about my wife, yes.
But you care what they think about her?
Yes.
What if she doesn't care what people think about her?
That's her opinion.
This is a fucking...
Because in my world, she is the shit.
She is.
Okay, then why do I want anybody else to see anything other than the shit?
But no, because...
No, there is no but.
There is.
No.
Tom, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Can I tell you you're wrong?
You can, but you're fucked up.
Listen.
My woman is the shit.
She is. I agree with that completely.
I figured you would say that.
But, well, I've been in love with Lori since I was fucking 12. Okay, but...
We've always had this thing.
But why would you care if she...
I don't care what people think about me.
Right, but does she care what people think about you?
I'm sure she does.
Like, why would you wear this stupid Cincinnati Bengals shirt?
Because she knows the right thing. I've trained her to be to be a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Well, let me put it this way. She likes Joe Burrow.
Oh, he's got pretty eyes, I guess.
I mean,
just like Joey.
That Gatta.
Remember Joey?
He is a fashionista.
What was Joey? The first baseman for the Reds, Joey Votto.
Votto? He ain't shit.
But women love his eyes. He's the prettiest eyes I've ever seen.
Now I gotta say, he did donate a big clock to their.
A big cock?
Clock.
Oh.
He is a big cock.
Oh my God! I might have had too many beers.
Restroom.
Right down the hall.
All
right, we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah, you got to. Because I go to the restroom.
I'm gonna still talk and tell them how wrong you are about everything.
Well, then that makes you wrong. The left.
It's right down the hallway. There's only like 3 rooms in this house.